Good evening, legends, and welcome to the Magpie Army Chronicles. We'll be previewing the huge clash tomorrow night against the Crows up there in Adelaide, and it's going to be an absolute banger. And get your tips and predictions in. Everyone's doing it. Voidoid is always the first one. There you go. Bang. Pies by 24. Westy, 3 goals. What's he saying for Allen? Oh my God, what's going on, mate? Voidoid hasn't even mentioned Allen. What's going on there, man? His boy Allen doesn't want to know. All right. 19 disposals as well for Westy. There you go. All right. Dan Houston, 30 and a goal on his former home ground. All right. How's everyone going? Good evening to Stephanos, MD, Jeanette, Maruthi, my workmate. How are you, buddy? We're going to be talking about cricket in the off season, buddy. All right. So that's the team we got in. First of all, before I go on, I'll just welcome my co-panelist here, Adrian. Age, how are you, pal?
G'day, Nick. G'day, chat. Yeah, I'm going all right, mate. Can't complain. Pretty excited. So, yeah, got the season back on track, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So, Josh has gone for the Pies by 9. All right. I'm multitasking here, writing down people's tips, trying to look at the team, trying to get the show going. I'll get back to Josh's tips, and I'll just talk about what's going on here. All right. Everyone's pissed off. Everyone's upset. Swad's got omitted, managed. Who knows what it is? Apparently, he came up sore on the track. He came up sore after the game last week. So Pendles and Sidey are going to have to back up after a 5-day break. I have a sneaking suspicion that there's going to be maybe 1 or 2 late changes here. And I reckon Rowan Steele would play because, the selection panel always make these strange emergency, players get listed as managed and they're fucking emergencies and you don't know what the fuck's going on. But anyway, Swads, it's an emergency, even though he pulled up sore. So you never know, he might play because Josh was underdone. You got Sidey, you got Pendles, you got Quaynor. Maybe what did he do? Like an elbow or some shit. That's the team up on the screen there. There's got a lot of defenders there. Pezza. I've got another sneaky suspicion that Pezza might play up the ground. What makes me say that? Howie's coming in, a defender coming in for a midfielder. We've got Braz, IQ, Puncher, Framps, Howie, and Houston. Where do you put Pezza? They'll probably rotate, but could be a possibility for my dream to come true and see Pezza go in the guts. And so that's the team there. Before I continue, just want to big congratulations to Geordie's 200th game. And also, I think is it Quaynor's 150th as well. So we've got milestones happening everywhere. With the Swads exclusion, he's a bit of a lucky charm, man. He hasn't lost a game since he's played, but that's just the way it is. We've managed him or dropped him. Who knows what it is? What do you make of this, Adrian? What do you make of this lineup with the Swads going out?
Yeah, look, Mick, I said to you about a month ago, if Swadlin gets dropped, I'm probably not going to go to a bloody game for the rest of the year. However,
are you going to? There's a caveat on that. Yeah.
I will say, given the 5-day break leading into this game, I can see maybe the reason why he's not travelling and he's not playing.
Yeah,
However, if he's not back straight back in next week, I'll be bloody disappointed. I'll be fucking filthy
yeah,
because the rumours are that he's just been pulling up sore and he's
yeah,
not been running out games or whatever. But you know what, Mick? I look around the league and how come all these other first year draftees played bloody
yeah,
22 games straight?
yeah,
How come it's
yeah,
only Collingwood that this
yeah,
shit seems to happen at? So I
yeah,
just don't know what to believe,
yeah,
what not to believe. He's an expert gaslighter, so I just
yeah,
don't know. The
mm,
notable thing is he's written omitted instead of managed next to his name.
yeah,
Excuse me. So who knows what any of this means, mate? Look, if I had my way, I still would have moved out one of Sidey or Pendles for this clash. I think that was an
yeah.
obvious move. You were at the game last week, Mick. I was at the game last week. They both look as slow as a wet week.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
you know, I think we both sort of were speaking about it during the week. They can't both play in the same team anymore. I'm sorry. Especially
yeah,
for a big clash like this. I would have thought they would have dropped one of them, but
mm,
alas, here we are.
yeah. And yeah, just with pedals, yeah. When you're at the game, like we're playing this run and gun style now, yeah. We're like the Collingwood of old, yeah. And it's just it looks funny sometimes when we've got a handball chain happening, and Dacos is running through the defence and he's handballed it to someone, and then the next handball goes to Pendles, and it's like fucking it's like a dead stop. He can't keep running. He's got to stop and do his matrix thing, which isn't the matrix anymore. And
Yeah.
look, most of the time, yeah, the ball still moves along, but he looks so slow out there. And what one big thing was to just remember that moment where Cripper just ragdolled him and took that mark in the pocket there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard with Pendles. Yeah, it's kind of like at the stoppage you can play on someone, but when the ball's loose, mate, it's one of those things, mate. He can't. His man is going to fucking get us, mate. And against
Yeah.
this quality team that we're coming up, the first quality team we're going to be coming up against for a long while.
Mm,
Yeah, they've
yeah.
just had their big statement win, and they're actually my smoky for this year. I reckon I got a feeling about these guys. They shit the bed last year, and they've probably learned from that. And yeah, I reckon they can give it a big shake this year. But
Mm.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. And yeah, so Stefanos, what's he got? Pies by 7. Can the real Houston stand up? All right, 23 and a goal. All right, 5 scoring involvements and 2 intercepts. Fuck, you're killing me, Steph, with
God,
these
I know. He's
minute,
getting
my
he's
minute predictions here, mate. You're killing me, mate.
he's
It's
getting
all
old
good, mate.
champion data onto us.
No worries, Stephanos, mate. It's in the fucking vault. Yeah. All right. Now this game, even though we go in fairly confident because we've got a good record against them, it's the big game, man. All I'll say is with these guys, yeah. Last time we played them, they fucking schooled us. But it was really from memory. It was just that one quarter where they just bamboozled us. We try to make a we try to make a run for it at the end. It was too little, too late. I'll say this though: the last time that earlier in the year, Geordie only had 12 touches that game. Yeah, McStay didn't kick a goal, 0. Ed Allen was languishing on a wing, and all of us were saying, he's crap except for Void. He only got 8 touches. Yeah, playing on a wing. Skunk only got 3 touches. Kicked the goal. and DC got absolutely fucking pantsed by a
Oh
10
yeah.
gamer and a first gamer.
Yep.
Now, DC, he's still copping criticism, but I just feel on the eye, I'm not a scientist when it comes to this shit. Like, I can't throw stats at you and give you all this stuff. He only got 16 hitouts in that game. But I reckon the last few weeks, we've seen something change in him. He's done something, he's doing something different. He's not nowhere near back to his the form that, of last year, where that Copeland form. But I think he's slowly getting the hang of taking on these guys, and I don't think he will put in another effort like he did in that earlier game against Adelaide, where he got absolutely fucking destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's hard. It's hard to we spoke about it a month ago, Mick. We
Yeah,
said all we need from DC, the best we can hope for from DC now is to at least just even up the contest and go from there. And I feel like the last few weeks anyway, he's been pretty good in achieving that. However, got to do it against, the jumping ruckman. So we'll see, really.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
just got to give us something. And he's been doing it the last month, so I have to be less critical of what his output's been. But yeah, look, still a
yeah.
concern. Nothing really changes going forward. We've spoken about this stuff at length.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, just quickly, in other news, Bobby's gone. As you can see, I used to have him on the list there on the unavailable list, but his name does not appear anywhere there anymore. He's officially parted ways, and a lot of us are saying good riddance. We don't want to dwell on it too much, but it is what it is, mate. You're a grown man. You're letting your personal life take over your life. And look, mate, you're 24 years old. You're probably never going to play footy again. I can't see another club trusting you. Man up and, sort this shit out, man. But you haven't. So it's good riddance. Thank you for that wonderful grand final where you kicked ass, won the Norm Smith. But we'll always remember that. And we'll always remember those great days of you running over the grass on the expanse of the MCG, but unfortunately, we're also going to be remembering, what's just happened now. But yeah, enough of that. Yeah, another bit of news: Lloydie, Matthew Lloyd put an article in. Darcy Moore. What did he say? Collingwood doesn't need Darcy Moore again, mate. Big call by Lloydo, but I like it too, man.
Mm.
That our defence is held up against all comers. They've been let down by our midfield at times. They've been absolutely bombarded, and they've done a stellar job. And you just don't want Darcy Moore in there. And I heard Manny talking about it in Matt's stream just earlier. He went through all our defenders except for Houston. Yeah, all our defenders can play one on one and intercept, and um, but Darcy Moore, he can only intercept. You tell him to take on a man, yeah, it's kind of like, mate, I can't do it, and I don't know. It's going to intrigue me to see what happens next year with Darcy Moore. First things first, he's got to relinquish the captaincy. That's a given, and then we'll worry about what he can contribute to this back line because this puncher kid, is looking the goods. And yeah, I've got Dylan in the backstage. Dylan, please be patient, buddy. I'm just going to get one of my boys on now. We're just going to ramble on for a little bit more. Then we'll get you on, mate, and we'll go through your your team that's absolutely firing at the moment. So just just give us a couple of minutes there, Dylan. All right, where is he? The great one, ultimate greatness. Sean, ultimate greatness. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Yourself, Nick?
Yep, you on the treadmill?
No, I'm actually in the car at the moment. Actually, I can't stay in
Oh,
one place in one time. So
you're following
I'm
on from Adrian, mate.
yeah,
Adrian,
yeah,
Adrian's in the laundry. You're in the car. I'm in the garage, mate. That's how we do things
yeah,
over here, mate.
yeah. No, I just can't. Pretty much have to be original by also not being original.
Yeah, no worries, man. I saw your presence in chats in Anthony's prize footy chat earlier and in Matt's
Yep.
chat. You are not a happy camper.
Absolutely not. I mean, I will say that it is a bit of a first world problem in fairness, but it's more of a pile on to what we've seen this season. Like, and also on top of it too, like I don't want to hear this whole narrative that, oh, but like with the narrative, even though he's been admitted, let's just treat it as managed. Especially when they literally put out a video about how they have this whole meeting of like, okay, what do we say and how do we say it? No, if you're putting out videos like that, then yes, every single word that you say, because you've confirmed that you dissect it like to every single word. If they're going to say admitted to someone like Swaddling, I think that's just wrong because Swaddling should be in our best 23. Yes, he's a kid. I'm completely aware of that. But again, what is so wrong with just having him be managed, especially when he's a
Yeah,
kid? And, yeah, we can understand kids are not going to play every single game.
mm, yeah,
But also in saying that, he hasn't even cracked the 60% this season in terms of like game time. So,
yeah,
again, I just don't understand why. Like I mean, I get it. Like I get he can be a bit of a small frame, but again, like he's not even playing like an inside mid role. Like he's been playing on the outside, even playing a bit of a quarterback sort of role. Like I just
mm,
don't understand why we need to be so cautious and so hesitant
yeah,
with someone like him. But I can always be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'm sure I'll be wrong again at some point in the future. But again, it's just like when I see things and I don't agree with it, I call it out, and yeah, and then we
yeah,
sort of go from there. But yeah, and then it doesn't help when you got people in the community that just anything that the club does, they agree with, and
yeah,
then they want to throw their shots. That doesn't help anyone. But
mm,
yeah, but in saying that, it's a bit of a first world problem. I completely understand that, but still, at the end of
yeah,
the day, if there's criticism to be had, it doesn't get ignored just because it's a small bit of criticism.
yeah. That's it, mate. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll get him on. We'll get this uh, Dylan guy on from the he Dylan. Before I get you on, I'll just give you an introduction. What I was doing, I was trying to get an Adelaide person on to come on the show and dissect the teams, and I sent overtures to a number of Adelaide channels, and these guys were the only ones that replied. So I'm very thankful for that, and I'll get him on in a second. Dylan,
Hey fellas,
how
how
are
are
you,
we?
mate?
Good,
Good,
Great,
good,
mate.
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 Good.
Thanks for having me on. Nice to meet you.
No worries, pal.
Too, mate.
Thank you for joining us, man. Uh, yeah, what can I say, man? I've been pestering you guys from the early morning because I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to get someone on. I'm going to have to get my mate Lucas, a Geelong supporter that lives in Adelaide, to act like an Adelaide supporter. But no, we've got an actual Adelaide supporter in, and
It's a bit of a dying space at the moment with the all the
yeah,
Adelaide podcasts and everything. There's not many around, so
yeah,
it's a bit painful to trying to get people on like that. We're getting most club podcast message just asked. We're really the only active ones going around.
yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Your team is absolutely going great guns, and
Yes.
I've tipped this. I think you guys are a smoky this year. I reckon you can do it this year, actually. I reckon you've had the heartbreak of last year. Premiership teams usually have to experience a bit of heartbreak before they go all the way. I reckon you can do it. But having said that, we do have a good record over there, man. And you
Yeah,
probably
you
absolutely can't
do.
stand us.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, don't get me wrong. It's always a big matchup playing you boys. Me and my close mates, about 8 of us, I reckon we've been to every single Crows Collingwood matchup in about the past 6 years. We've travelled over to Melbourne and everything. We make this a big calendar game for us, but I hate
Yeah.
versing you cunts. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I can't stand it because you've got the fucking nick over us. Besides round
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
that was a big win for us. But you
It was.
outside of that third quarter, we didn't play
Mm.
too well. We kicked what eight or nine goals, I think it was, and you look back at the qualifying final last year, it still gives me fucking nightmares. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a big matchup tomorrow night, and I'm keen to
Yeah.
get into it.
How before we go into I'll put the Adelaide team up
Mhm.
soon, and we'll work out who's going to be playing on who, and we'll work out who's probably going to win. Um, uh, with like back that game, like let's go back in history for a bit for last year,
Yeah.
man. That was an absolute chaotic time. Yeah, we played us in that
Oh,
late in the season. You got us, and then we got you qualify in the qualifying final, and what's his name, Rankin.
when Rankin fucking opened his mouth, a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
But yeah.
look, in all honesty, Dylan, I thought that was harsh. Yeah, that's just me.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%,
oh,
100%.
yeah,
We
yeah.
won't get into it too much, but I think it was a bit
No,
rough.
no,
But
no. Yeah.
yeah,
And I would have preferred the players like with Rankin, yeah. But he's an absolute gun.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So leading up to this game, who are the ones that have been firing for you?
At the moment, it's been a real big team effort. All 23 have sort of been going on. We haven't had too many passengers, but I think the ones to look out for at the moment is the young bloke that we picked up in the mid-season draft, Hugo
Yeah.
Hulkan. He's
Okay.
sort of taken over Rory Laird's spot at the moment off half back, and the way that he uses the ball at the moment is unreal. Sort of reminded me of a bit of a Dane Zorko. If he gets
Yep.
off the leash, that kid can put a bullet straight through the center and open the game up.
Yeah.
At the moment as well, there's been Jake Saligo has sort of opened up the last couple of weeks.
Mm.
He's been quite good. So, I think those at the moment, I think our last sort of 5 6 week resurgence has been through our role players. Those B graders sort of stepping up and playing that role that the really good teams do. But
Yeah.
yeah, the changes this week are a little bit odd. I'm a little bit filthy with it. I think you guys are a little bit filthy with your team changes from what I was thinking before.
Yeah.
I'm sort of in the same boat here with Braden Cook going out,
Yeah.
being managed for a game like this. I don't understand it. The way that he's been using the football outside of contest
Mm.
is just elite. So that's a real weird change. And to go in with really 4 tools when it's meant to be wet over in here, Adelaide tomorrow,
Yeah.
just be watching out for a late change. I think you might get Finbar Maley go out for a Charlie Edwards. So just watch this space.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Sean, you were going to say something?
No, I was just sometimes when there's conversations, if I'm agreeing or disagreeing, I'll just say yep or no. So
Okay,
just
mate.
ignore
No
me.
problem.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just a
That's
habit
all
I
right.
have.
No worries, pal. Just buddy whenever you want, mate. All right. So you got the outs. Darcy Fogarty suspension. Braden Cook managed. Dylan's already said he doesn't understand why that happened. Mark Keane illness. That is a massive out, Dylan.
Yeah.
He usually plays well against us. Yeah, what kind of an illness is that? Is that just kind of like a gastro thing or
I
something?
think it's just a gastro or a flu. It hasn't come out yet. Actually, it hasn't been reported. It just says illness, and it's a bit of a strange
Yep.
one to be out with illness about 24 hours before the game. So I dare say it might be a bit of a gastro or a flu that's actually hit
Yep.
him. Sort
Yep.
of taking the shit out of him. So I'm going to say that, but that's a huge
Mm.
out for us because he's been in huge form, and Nick Murray to come in, it makes me a
Mm.
little bit nervous. So
Yeah. All right. So Taylor Walker's come in. How long has he been out for?
He didn't play last week, so he got rested last week. He kicked
Okay.
five. He kicked five the week before against the Gold Coast.
Well,
So yeah,
yep,
so he's had a week off. Didn't play Sandful at all, so
yep,
he's just needed need the body to have a bit of a rest. So he'll come
yep,
straight in for Darcy Fogarty, which
yep,
is fine. So
yep. So Taylor Walker's one of those oldies. Like
mhm,
we've got him in our team. You have to rest him every 3 or 4 weeks.
mhm.
That's the case with Taylor Walker, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's played a fair bit this year, a little bit more than what I thought, but I think the big one to look out for is actually going for his 700th goal tomorrow night. So
Okay.
they'll be looking to hit him on the tit tomorrow night early, I think.
All right.
Mm.
All right.
Is he on 699?
Yeah, he's on 699. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it comes nice and early, man. Get it over and
oh,
done with, mate.
I dare say it will come pretty early.
Yeah. Okay. Um, excuse my ignorance, Dylan.
Mhm.
Nick Murray. I don't know much about him. Can you just tell me what? Um,
He's he's a big fullback,
yep.
bit quick. His
Yep.
ball usage isn't too good. He has been
Yep.
playing a little bit forward in the twos, so
Yep.
he might play a little bit of a swing man, but
Yep.
yeah, I think he'll go straight in for Mark Keane and play that
Yep.
fullback role. But I think what
Yep.
you'll find is the game may change up a little bit with our
Yep.
ball usage because Mark Keane is one of our big distributors back there. So I think you'll find Josh Worrell might play a little bit more free,
Yep.
and then Nick Murray will go a little bit more of a lockdown. So we'll see how it goes because he hasn't played too much football this year.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. And this guy, Finbar Maley, I've heard his name before. Don't know anything about him.
He's dog shit. Don't worry. He's
not,
Yeah.
not even worth worrying about. I
yeah.
bet
No,
he'll have. That means he'll have an absolute blinder, mate.
no, I wouldn't worry about it. He's played about 3 games for us, and he hasn't done much. He can take a big grab, but he can't kick the ball. So I think you might
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
some teams playing Div 3 country football full forwards that can kick the ball better than him. So
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. When it comes to Maley as well, he's a former North Melbourne player, so that tells you all you need to know.
Oh, that's where I remember him
Mhm.
from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
I think we got him for like a
Uh,
5th round pick. So
Yeah.
he's he's a bit of a spud, but he does go hard at the footy. So that is one big thing. He can bring the ball to ground, and Rush and Rankin might do their thing if it is a little bit wet, like it is predicted to be. But I
yep.
do, as I said before, I think he'll go out for a Charlie Edwards or a Billy Dowling as a late out. So yeah, just watch his space.
Yep. People in the chat, anyone want to shoot some questions to Dylan about this Adelaide team? Fire away. He's here. He knows I'm assuming he knows every detail about Adelaide, so that's why I got him on. So yeah, you got any questions for him? Just fire away. Okay.
I actually did see a comment. I
Apo-
actually did see a comment before saying what area am I from, and he's from the western suburbs as well. So
Yeah.
Manny Costa, I'm very very close to you, mate. I'm a western
Oh,
suburbs boy as well. So
yeah, I want to be close to Manny Costa, Dylan, mate. He's our spy. He goes to Adelaide training. He goes to the training, and he tells us everything what's going on, mate. So
yeah, no shit. There you go.
all right. Anthony B reckons Frampton's going to hold Phil Thorpe.
He's
All right.
been in. He hasn't been in some very good form, Riley Thilthorpe. So it wouldn't surprise me if Big Billy does a number on him. I do like Big Bill. I wasn't too happy when we got rid of him. I quite like him.
Yeah. When he was at Adelaide, what position was he playing? Do you remember?
He was playing full forward for us.
Yeah, he's a
Um,
forward ruck, and then he's in his last
yeah.
year he's a ruckman. Ruckman defender.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because the key defense was only a recent thing to his game. In his last year at Adelaide, might have been maybe 2 years at Adelaide, but yeah.
Yeah, he did a bit of a number for us, but then when he came down and won that flag for you boys playing as a fullback, I was like, oh, that's interesting. But no, good on him.
Yeah. Were you? Yeah. When he, you know how he's come good as a fullback. Did you ever see that coming?
Not from a million miles away. Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
it's
So,
amazing,
but
isn't it?
yeah, good on him. Good on him. He deserves it.
Yeah. Oh, we love him now, mate.
Yeah.
He's an absolute. He's just a colossus back there, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
No,
been
because
big for years.
I was right the second we got him, to be honest. And yeah, because I know with Frampton, a lot of it's all mental and it's all in his head.
Yeah,
So yeah, I knew once he got a consistent game, that was always my sort of thing. Is that so sometimes you do have to sort of I don't know if enable is the right word, but yeah, once you have those guys where like they're a bit of a challenge, like mentally, like trying to get their confidence up and all those things. Sometimes if you just give them a bit of job security and you start playing them every week, those are the guys that tend to improve, and then they can just grow from there. And he's certainly one of those types.
yeah. Dylan, you had a massive statement win last week. Very impressive. Were you expecting that? Benny Zero asks.
No, I wasn't. I was probably one of the ones that was sort of expecting to get sort of pieced up a little bit.
Yeah,
But sort of all the boys that I sort of speak to, and some of the big Crows fans were expecting it. We beat them by 20 goals last season. On that deck. We won by 90 points. So we
yeah,
do tend to play the SCG quite well. But
yeah.
I was a little bit stunned actually. It was I've actually got it as one of the top 5 home and away wins in the Crows history. Just
Okay.
the way that we sort of came out and played, and it's a big win. Like, I can't think of a bigger win than that dating back to the 2015 elimination final against the Bulldogs. So definitely
Wow.
I think one of our biggest wins. Taking out the prelim finals, obviously, back in 2017. I think it's our
Yep.
biggest win, in about 10 or 11 years. Just
Wow. That's
just the way that we
that's
played.
how highly you regard that win last week. And
Yeah, yeah,
we're gonna play this mob tomorrow night now. Fuck, that mate.
yeah.
Thanks for giving us confidence, man.
Oh yeah, it was just we're 3 goals down early, and against probably the second highest rated side in the AFL at the moment, and to sort of come back and we kicked 5 or 6 goals in a row, and I think it's the way that we did it, sort of slingshotting off half back and the pressure that we brought. Yeah, I rate that win very, very highly, and I'll be very surprised if we drop off a little bit, but
Yeah,
as I said, you guys scared the shit out of me because I
yeah,
know we shit the bed when we versus you besides round 1. So
yeah. Have you heard of Ed Allen?
uh, I have heard of Ed
Yeah,
Allen.
yeah.
Unlike who said who was on me? Who disrespected him? Well, I think it was Nazaya. I don't know. There was an interview.
Uh,
Who
Oh
was
no,
it? I don't know.
fucking no demon player. Fucking what's his name?
Cozzy.
Cozzy. It
Cozzy.
was Cozzy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Have I heard of
yeah.
Ed Allen? I reckon. Will he try and go to Jordan Dawson? Is that what we're picking at, or will he go to Rankin,
That's yeah.
or is Brazzy going to try
We
and
don't
take
know.
Rankin's head off?
Yeah, we're not sure where Ed's going to go. Like, we
Mhm.
expected him to go on Patrick Cripps last week, but I don't think he played much on him.
Mhm.
But
Actually
he's
went to
had good
Walsh, I
games.
think.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure he
but
played on Walsh. Yeah.
Walsh got a lot of the ball, but so did but Allen had an okay game. So it's
Mhm.
weird because he's done jobs. Yeah, he's done jobs on Bontempelli, on Rowell, on Anderson of Gold Coast, on
Mhm.
Kazai. How do you say his name, man? Kazaya in Pickett. Yeah. Yeah. So look, we'll get to that when we get to the midfield. What I was, as I told you in the text before, Dylan, you're happy to go through the whole team, and we'll just go
Yeah,
through the
mate.
matchups and everything. Oh,
Yeah, for
beautiful.
sure, for sure.
Yeah. Theo wants to know what your gender is. Listen, Theo, we don't. What's the woke thing to say? We don't. Yeah,
Discriminate?
all
Is that the
genders,
word you're looking for?
all genders are
allowed?
equal here. We're all one gender here,
Oh,
mate.
Hey, Dylan, if you already
yeah,
haven't figured out, it's a bit of anything goes here, mate.
yeah. I was gonna say, fuck the woke shit off. It's fine.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'll
You're
have a
our,
laugh, mate. I don't really give a fuck.
you're our kindred spirit, man. It's good to hear, man. Yeah, because Will Tex's son wear the Collingwood jumper? I reckon that happens all
He,
the time.
he definitely will. I actually
Yeah,
Yeah.
walking into round 1 with versus you guys over at the G early in the season. I actually walked past the kids, and I was like, is he wearing a fucking Dacos jersey? And yeah, sure enough, out there he was fucking running out with Nick Dacos. I'm like, you fucking son of a bitch. But no,
Yeah,
it's pretty good from both clubs though to get around that and support that. I think it's fucking excellent.
yeah. It is. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
laugh. They're having a laugh. Dylan,
It also
where?
shows, like, and
Go.
also as well, to be fair with Tex, it also shows like a bit of character from him as well, because
Mhm.
from someone like Tex's point of view, it could have been so easy for him to sort of stick his nose up at it. The fact that it's
Yeah,
his own kid and he's sort of like embracing it, like I think a bit of credit needs to go
yeah,
his way too.
yeah.
Mhm.
Respect, man. Tex Walker, man. Like there was a couple of years ago, mate. There was little, murmurings. Yeah, he might be available. I would have loved him at Collingwood, man. Yeah, it's too late now. I would have loved him
Yeah.
like 2, 3 years
Mm.
ago. But mate, he's still
Mhm.
kicking bags of five. Fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Dylan,
Um,
where has the improvement come from the 2025 Crows to this year?
ooh, um, improvement wise, I think it's just it's hard to say that we've sort of improved as such yet. I think we're very much on par where we were last year. I know that we're top, we're sitting top of the table all year
Mm,
last year. So I wouldn't say it's improvement, but I'd say we've improved from the start of the year. Sort of rounds 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We lost in a couple close ones to Freo and the Bulldogs and stuff, but I think the last
mm,
6 weeks, the improvement has come from the way that we're moving the football and the way that we're transitioning.
yep.
Um, you know, and just the pressure that we are bringing when there is a turnover. I don't know if you fellas watched much of the game last week, but the second that there was any sort of what's the word, opportunity to sort of to press the football and sort of tackle, there was 3, 4, 5 players, on top of him. Ben
Yeah,
Keys in particular did a massive job on Nick Blakey, and he has been
yeah,
doing most weeks. So I think it's just the pressure and the ball movement
yeah.
that
So
that
he
we're
stopped.
that we're having.
Ben Keys stopped.
Mhm. Nick
What's
Blakey.
his name? Nick Blakey.
Yeah,
Fuck.
he went to him,
Yeah,
went to him. He stood on from every contest, as you guys would
yeah,
know. Nick Blakey will hit the contest hard at every centre bounce. He'll come off that
yeah,
back 50 and stream forward.
yeah.
Ben Keys just sat on him every opportunity, did not give him an inch. So I dare say that he might go to maybe a Josh Dacos or a Dan Houston tomorrow
Mm,
night and play a bit of a role. Um,
mm,
but yeah, it's just yeah, the improvement has definitely come from the pressure and the transition from the back 50.
yeah. You're copping all the questions, mate?
That's all right.
How's McAndrew been playing this year?
Good, good. It's nice not to have a fucking big spastic playing in the ruck. Riley O'Brien had some serious
Yeah.
issues with his brain, so it
Oh,
is.
that kick he did last year.
Oh mate,
Yeah,
no, it's good to have McAndrew in there. He's an absolute weapon.
yeah,
It's been a huge pickup, from us. We got him for nothing. He was a
yeah,
preseason train on, so
yeah,
he's been massive for us. So he's a weapon. It will be a good contest between him and DC tomorrow.
yeah. We'll talk about that very soon, man.
Yeah.
Um, what I was going to say, where's O'Reilly now? Is he languishing in the sandful?
Yeah, he's playing Sandville, but he's having like
Yep,
25 touch. He's having like 25 touches and 40 hitouts every game. He's
yeah,
absolutely he's taking the piss in the Sandful, but we just can't play him. We he played against Frio earlier in the year and cost us the game.
yeah,
Like late in the piece, we're up by 3 points with a minute to go. He
Mm.
turned it over in the middle of the ground and we lost. So
yeah,
I don't think he'll play another game of football for us.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
How will the
In terms
Crows?
of like,
Sorry, go, Sean. Sorry,
in,
Sean. Go.
yeah,
You go.
in terms of O'Brien, in terms of like his future, do you think it's a bit too simplistic to say that the rock rules got him? Like, what do you think sent him
Oh,
to like the
100%. No,
sample?
yeah. The ruck rules got him. The ruck rules got him
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
He was already
yeah,
struggling a little bit towards the end of last season. But he just can't jump. He's just a big, lanky
yeah,
piece of shit, really.
yeah,
All respect to him.
yeah.
He's been an absolute soldier for us for years, but the ruck
Mm.
rules have killed him. And, in the Sandful, he's versus some plumbers and carpenters.
yeah,
He's getting
Yeah,
paid $600,000. We signed him on a 3-year deal last year, man.
yeah.
What are we supposed? What do we
yeah,
do with him now?
Yeah.
Unless he plays another year in the Sandful and Tassie take him as sort of a mentor sort of player. I don't know, but there's a big
Mm,
contract hanging over his head, but we just can't get rid of him.
yeah. how will the Crows fans treat IQ given what happened to Rankin last year?
From a personal point of view, if we boo him, I'll be pretty upset about it.
Yeah,
I won't lie to you. I didn't like the handling of it in the qualifying
yeah,
final last year with the booing. I thought it was a bit of a disgrace.
yeah,
He's done Q's done nothing wrong.
yeah,
It's not it's not his fault. So I wasn't too happy with it. But what can
yeah,
you do? Every team's got their they've got those fans that will sort of take the piss. And I think after
yeah.
Eddie Maguire's comments today, I dare say it's going to be an absolute disgrace again tomorrow night. So it's going to be a lot of booing tomorrow night. I can tell you that.
Do you go to all the games, Dylan?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm every week.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be there.
yeah, beautiful. All right. Dylan, guess the movie. What's the matter, Dylan? CIA got you pushing too many pencils.
I've got no fucking idea, mate.
Predator. That's from you're not of our vintage, mate. That's from Predator. Schwarzenegger says it.
Oh,
That's not bad by you, Mick. That's not bad, mate.
Mate, it's one of the greatest movies ever, mate. All right. I'm just going through the chat to see if there's any more questions. If not, we shall proceed to. There you go. Everyone knows that. Everyone's doing Schwarzenegger quotes now.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. Let's get the show on the road. We're going to start with the rucks. All right. Lachlan McAndrew, as Dylan just said before, McAndrew is absolutely killing it. He fucking destroyed DC earlier in the year. DC has improved a little bit in taking on these ruckmen that have, been helped out by this new rule. Can I ask fellow panelists, can you see DC playing better against McAndrew in this game?
Oh, has to,
I feel like his
doesn't he?
form's been better. I feel like his form's been better in like the last couple of weeks. But in saying that, I mean, lately I think it's been pretty obvious. I've been more of a glass half empty of late. I think as well, just from an expectations, I would just imagine it would be better for me to expect him to lose that contest. So that if he does then beat him, it would be a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of that weird psychology about it.
My
'cause,
confidence
yeah.
is just my confidence is just rock bottom. So anything
Yeah.
above rock bottom for him is good. I'd be interested to know actually, what does Dylan think of Darcy Cameron, if he's seen much of him and if he thinks like us, because he's been extremely disappointing this year, like almost a liability at times.
It's kind of similar to the O'Brien as well too. Like if we didn't have if we didn't have someone like Fly, I feel like we would have played some reserve.
Yeah.
Sort of how but because we know Fly loves these short bets and he likes his consistent soldiers every week. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Dylan.
I think the one bit where DC may kill McAndrew is around the ground. I think Darcy Cameron might cover a little bit more ground than him. But I think in the ruck, it might just be a round one situation all over again. McAndrew suited to these roles so much of being able to jump and sort of, I'd say, bully his opponent as such. So he moves like a 210 centimeter person should not be able to move. He does things. I'm like, how is he doing this? So I think around the ground, Darcy Cameron might have a bit of a go on him. But if we sort of move away from the big long kicks down the line like we have and move through the center, I think we might make DC a little bit redundant. So I think that's 1-0 to the Crows there through the ruck.
I do kind of wonder, just to finish on like the DC stuff. I do kind of wonder because he did get embarrassed last time. I wonder if he's like sort of penciled in this game as a bit of a I got touched up. Well, let's make sure like I sort of win this one. That's probably the only thing that's maybe giving me a bit of positivity and confidence is that because I think with DC, they're very proud like operator. So maybe because as I said, because he got touched up last, that could be the fuel to I don't know, ignite the engine to maybe get him over the line. But yeah, it's as I said, I'd rather go the unders, and then if it's overs, I then become surprised.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan,
Yo.
last time you played us, there was the first game of Ruckman. Is he playing this game as well?
Toby Murray, he is in, I do think. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's
There
on
you
the
go.
bench there. Yeah, he is
Yep.
playing, but I think, as I said before, I think either him or Finbar Maley will be a late out. Just depends with the rain because he's been quite good. He started the season really strong. He got
Yep.
dropped for about 5 weeks mid-season. He's just come back and yeah. Look, in the forward 50, he's great and he's really good from time to time playing through the ruck.
Yep.
But yeah, I think he'll play tomorrow night. But yeah, it's been all right. That first game he played against you guys, we kicked 2 in a minute, I think. Like
Yeah.
in that third quarter there in that onslaught. So yeah, he's been okay.
Yep. Are we all going to agree that McAndrew is going to win this contest? Do we
I think he
concede
just wins by
to?
default.
Yeah.
I'm not going to support DC in beating anyone. He can go 50-50 against someone. He's not. He's rarely going to beat anyone this year.
Yeah.
So give him the points.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. They're going to win the ruck. We concede that, unless someone in the chat objects. I don't think they will.
Although in saying that, he has improved the last couple of weeks. I feel like he's been on the up, but enough to beat his opponent. That's something we'll see. But it's no way a short bet he's going to win it.
Fucking, he's 210 centimeters, McAndrew, mate. That's fucking massive, man. DC's going to fucking get destroyed, mate.
Hold on, don't quote me on that. He actually is 210 centimeters. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also moves like extremely, because he was originally at Sydney, I believe.
Yeah, he played 2 games at Sydney.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sydney are infamous for that. Like for some reason, they just they love to just develop all the rucks in the competition, and they just dish them out to all the teams. It's wild because even Darcy Cameron was a former Sydney player too.
Sorry, I just missed that. Did McAndrew fucking towel up Grundy last week?
No. So with McAndrew, he was a former Sydney player.
Okay,
he played a handful of games at Sydney, but I was just saying it's just hilarious that Sydney just seemed to be developing all of the ruckmen, and then they then dish them out to all of the other clubs because even Darcy was from Sydney as well.
Yep.
Just I think Richmond's ruckman, he was from Sydney, so there's a few of them out there.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Sydney.
Dylan, how did he go against Grundy last week?
He killed him all over the ground. Absolutely, he got beaten. He got beaten in the stoppage around the ground. But he took 6 marks, 2 tackles to Grundy's 0 marks, 0 tackles.
Wow.
Yeah, so even over the ground last week, he sort of won that battle, and he still had 20 hit outs, and I think Toby Murray had about 16 hit outs as well. So it was a bit more of a dual share we're used to seeing, but McAndrew was clunking him everywhere, which is a little bit I wouldn't say unusual, but not sort of what he's known for, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Okay. There we our South Australian brethren winning the ruck. Okay. Now, every week I try and get opposition supporters in, and we talk about just like you're doing now. Previous last week we had a Carlton. The week before North, we've had Richmond. I ask them always the same question: what are you going to do with the chosen one, Nick Dacos? Who's going to stop him? Are you going to tag him? Are you going to let him run around? What do you reckon, mate?
I think what will happen. I think James Peatling will go to him. James Peatling is our man. He's been sort of playing a role in the middle. Last week he sort of did it on Chad Warner. And if you go back every other week, he just picked the number 1 player, and Peatling has sort of gone to him. He won't play a hard tag as such. He's not going to be a pest and just sit on him. But he will make him accountable at the contest. But look, Nick Dacos he's the best player on the comp. He'll take the piss and probably have 35 and 2 tomorrow night. So I wouldn't
Yep.
be too worried about James Peatling killing him. So no,
Yep.
yeah, it's Peatling will kill him if Dacos doesn't want to hold himself accountable to the contested ball.
Yep.
I think he might swing towards Peatling's way. But if he gets backside of the contest and gets first use, good luck. Peatling will not be able to stop him.
Okay. Your CBAs. Who are the staple three that line up in those CBAs for you?
It'll be Jordan Dawson, Sam Berry,
Yep.
and then at the moment it's been a massive mix of Rankin, Peatling.
Yep.
Rochelle hasn't really had any other ones. Stan Curtin has sort of lost his rotation, so it's just really going to be it'll be Sam Berry, Dawson, Rankin, Peatling, Saligo as your sort of midfield mix. But you'll see Dawson at every centre bounce, and you'll see
Yep.
Sam Berry at every centre bounce, and then the
Yep.
third will be just a mix of about 4 or 5 of them.
And who's been your best performer this year out of those?
I think out of pure improvement, Sam Berry has 100%. The
Yep.
way he at the moment, I think Champion Data and AFL, he's ranked like in the top 20 across the whole comp, and before I think it was like 110. So he's ranked inside the top 20 players in the comp at the moment. Just the way that he's been able to. He used to be a bit of an inside ball. He would hit the contest and wouldn't be able to do anything with it, but he's really turned into a player that's able to get outside of the contest and sort of use that leg speed and that push to sort of deliver into the forward 50. So, look, yes, Sam Berry, Jordan Dawson, are your two players to watch out with. If it turns into a contested game of footy, those two, you don't want them getting off the leash.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This is our turn. So we usually start with Nick in there. It's Geordie and Ed Allen most times. Do we agree that Ed Allen is perfect to go on Dawson, guys?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think so. I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon that'll be a good matchup, actually.
Yeah. Similar heights. Yeah. Dawson's got the runs on the board, obviously. But so we've got Nick, Geordie, and Ed Allen up against Dawson, Berry, and one of Rankin, Saligo, Peatling if he follows Nick. I dare say
it'll be Peatling. I dare say it'll be Dawson, Berry, Peatling. Which, what was your mix again? Sorry, it'll be Dacos.
Dacos, Jordan De Goey, and Ed Allen, the main guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I think he's got us there too. Yeah. I've got to concede there. But I would love to see Harry Perryman, as Voidoid says in the chat here. It looks like we've got a lot of defenders in, and we might see Harry Perryman in the midfield. And he's got a history on taking on these zippy types. He did a stellar job on Naz of St Kilda earlier in the year. So these little zippy types, he doesn't look like the bloke that could take him on, but he can do a job. He did a job on Watson of Hawthorn, albeit it was in the forward line until Pezza did his hammy, but he was killing him. So, I would love to see that because I've been shouting from the rooftops, put Pezza in the guts, man. I'm sick of seeing him, jumping up against fucking tall timbers up forward and, he came here to be a midfielder. Just put him there, man. It could be the ace up our sleeve going into this last bit of the season. Yeah. All right.
It wouldn't surprise me as well if Ed Allen does go hard to Dawson. If Dawson just rolls forward like he has a few times, try and kick 3, or he just goes behind the footy. That's the versatility that Dawson does have. So just watch that as well.
Just quietly, after all that shit that Rankin went through last year, I can see him absolutely fucking champing at the bit to have a fucking day out. How's his form been? You may have answered this earlier, but I'll just get it from you again.
He's only come back in the last 3 weeks from a calf, so he's been out. But last week he had a massive run last week. What did he have last week? He had 30 and a goal last week. So he's been going off, and then the week before I think he had 30. Then he had the week before, and he had 1 goal and 31 the week before as well. So he was averaging 30 and a goal over the last 2 weeks, and then he was out for 3 weeks before that. So form's been good. He's been playing straight midfield, basically 100% through there. So if Perryman goes to him, I think what will happen is he might go forward as well, and you might get a Joshua Shelley or even a Dan Curtin who's 197 centimeters, sort of go into the midfield there as well. So I think that's the beauty of these guys, right? What they can do these days is they're dual crafted. They're not just locked into that centre bounce. If they need to, they'll go forward or they'll go behind the ball. So it's going to be a very good battle, I think, because as you said, Ed Allen or Perryman go into these two, they can just switch it up and change that whole mix up.
Yeah, and as Hotkey says, if Rankin does go forward, it probably will be Quain or picking him up. And just on that, Hotkey, welcome. He's back on YouTube, the most controversial YouTuber out there, and he's gone bang bang with 2 videos, absolutely fucking destroying Bobby Hill and what was the other one? Yeah, mate.
He's back with a bang.
He's back with a bang, mate. All right. Okay, so how are we feeling about this Collingwood Woodsmen? Are we conceding the midfield to these guys?
You know what I love about the Adelaide midfield? And Dylan just spoke about it then. That's extremely flexible with their options in terms of what they can do. You know, the fact that you got like a guy like Rochelle, he can do both. Rankin can do both. Jordan Dawson's sensational when he's forward of the footy and behind the footy. Like, they've just got so many levers to pull. So, again, I just don't know how they shat the bed last year, but I'd love to see it. But, gee whiz, they got some options through there. They're just so versatile.
Yep. Dylan, how many games have you won in a row?
6? No. We lost only 2. We lost the showdown.
Okay. Oh, you lost the fucking showdown.
Yeah, we got
I forgot about that.
Yeah, mate.
How the fuck did you just lose that? Port's fucking in shit form, man.
It was their grand final. I think they circled it on the calendar and they said this is our grand final. We played like absolute dog shit. So, bit of a mulligan, I think. But yeah, we played awful, absolutely awful. Nixie even came out and said they didn't even review the game. Did not even look at it. They said we're just going to move on. So it was it was painful to sit through, especially when your fucking missus is a Port fan, mate. Fuck, that was painful. That was fucking painful.
How much do you hate Port?
Not that much, actually. I actually don't hate them that much. That's the thing. I'm pretty opposite to most people. It might be a little bit of a bit funny, but North Melbourne is my most hated team. I can't stand them. I cannot stand those cunts.
North Melbourne. We all hate them now too, mate.
Yeah, North Melbourne and you boys, I can't fucking stand.
Did you just say your missus is a Port fan?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, mate. I live with her. I live with her and her family. They're all fucking Port fans. It's a handful. She's sitting across from me at the moment, just fucking looking at me. She's not happy. So.
Mate, well, they're our our sister team, mate. So.
Yeah.
But we fucking hate them too, really.
Yeah.
They give us the shits, mate. Just give us Butters, mate. Just give us Butters, man. Fuck. You gave us Houston, he's fucking shit, but just give us Butters, mate.
Apparently he's on his way out from what I saw today. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but apparently there's a bit of rumour that he might be on his way out,
I did hear that. Yeah. On
It's an odd one.
wow. I reckon we were talking about that fucking for ages. Like
Bloody
his
oath.
channel and the Warble, was big on it. And it's kind of like we saw it from a mile away. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
And now it's
Especially
starting
from
to
his
get
defensive efforts. Like
yeah,
in terms of his defensive efforts this year, it's been absolutely shocking. And if you ever want to know if someone cares about the footy club, have a look at their defensive efforts.
yeah. We just we just gave shit to North. Just forgot that Hotkey's a North fan. You don't want to upset Hotkey because you upset him, mate. He will fucking absolutely do a fucking video on bagging the fuck out of your channel and fucking.
A hit
But it could
piece.
work. Yeah, he'll do a hit piece, but it could work out. The controversy.
Just quickly to answer that question, what do I hate about North? It's just the way that
Yeah.
your fucking fans carry on thinking you're the next big thing. It's fucking
Yeah.
it is so draining. Like this, that, you're shit. Clarko's a wanker. Fucking
Yeah.
I'm just fucking over it. You belong in the bottom four, you're a nothing club, you'll merge with Tassie in 5 years and we can see the arse end of yours, that's all.
Yeah.
Hotkeys would probably agree with everything you just said, actually.
Clarko as well, mate. What was I going to say? Matthew Nicks, Dylan. You're obviously a big fan of him with the way he's going.
It's turned around, I would say.
Yeah.
It would have been about 3 or 4 months ago. I'm sick of him. I'm done with him. I just don't think he's the coach to sort of take us to that next level as such. Like he bring us back to where we should be. Sorry, my AirPods are funny. He bring us back to where we should be. He went through the hardest time, for the footy club during 2020, 2021, created that culture again. But
Yeah.
look, I'll give him one more chance. If we make the top 4 and go out in straight sets again, it'll be on your bike. I need to see us in at least a prelim final weekend for me not to want his head at the end of the season. That's the benchmark. Make a prelim or you're gone.
Yeah. Just before we go on to the wingers, just want to ask you about last season. Fuck, that would have been an absolute fucking the worst, mate. He's had a great home and away season, and then he's just went out in straight sets.
You just knew it was going to happen, though. You just knew it was going to happen.
Who kicked this out was Hawthorn, wasn't it?
Hawthorn in the semi, yeah. Like, obviously, you guys put the belt to the arse in the qualifying final to us, which I sort of walked in expecting it to happen. And then when we had Hawthorn, I was like, we're in a bit of strife here, and they kicked the first 7 of the game, and I walked out at halftime. So I'm not watching this shit. I've paid too much money over the fucking season. I've travelled 5, 6, 7 times throughout the season to sort of come and watch this bullshit dished up on a semi-final. I wasn't fucking having it. I walked out of there and got shit faced. So not doing it.
What happened? Like, did you just the lack of final experience?
I think so. Just a young list, and look, I can't even tell you. I haven't watched a second of either of those games. And midway through that second quarter against Hawthorn, I started drinking West Ends for fun. So like water. So I don't remember too much of that semi-final. But that qualifying final was just. I think the build-up, with the whole ranking thing, sort of got to us. It became bigger than the game itself, and I think for such a young group as well, it definitely would have got to them. And such for sort of experience lists like you guys have with so many flag winners, and I think with Fly at the helm, it would have been let's air that shit out. Let's concentrate on actually winning a game of football here. And you just ran you ran us off the park. So it was expected to happen, but I'm hoping this season, a bit of finals experience, a few more heads. We've got Callum Archie, he's coming as well. He's a premiership winner. Neil Bullen's got another year under his belt with us. There's a little bit more experience sitting around now. So I've got a little bit more belief this year because, as you said earlier, the to win a premiership, you need to go out and get hurt 1 year. You can't do it straight away. We went from 14th to 1st. That isn't how football works. That doesn't happen. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, especially back on the rank and stuff too. I tend to call it the Brayshaw effect. If you have players that go through something like that, just like the whole, I don't want to say culture, but sometimes the team can just be completely as a whole like just imbalanced. And I think that when Isaac Rankin, with what happened to him, I feel like the same went for Adelaide. But yeah, no, like going into it, I was so confident in that. Like I was willing to put my house on it. Like there was nothing that would have like deterred me for being super confident in that game. Yeah, just because you sort of just have to look at the lead up and history with like even like I know obviously Melbourne and Crows are two different teams, but it's just sort of fascinating when you see certain trends like how quickly like everything molds into one. Yeah, like it's because it was kind of as if Adelaide treated the whole Isaac Rankin like it was Brayshaw of like Melbourne or whatever year that was. And then I can't speak too much of the week after, but I just found it interesting how it was like it kind of felt, at least in terms of vibes, it felt kind of the same.
Yeah, I do remember that lead up week. We were chatting here one night, and we were like, "This is so good. Look at them in Adelaide; they're starting to melt down over this."
Yeah,
And
we went into
were
that
like,
game confident. Yeah, I remember.
We
Yeah,
were
yeah,
so confident because we were like, "Look at them; they're fucking melting down over this." The
yeah,
CEOs come out, the president's coming out. Fuck, this is fantastic. And then obviously
yeah,
we got the result. So I think it's something to do with football. You just have to fucking move on. He's out, bang, let's move on. And if you
yeah.
don't have that attitude, it can really, really hurt you. But I reckon, you're right. With all the experience of last year, they'll be hurting. And I think, look, they're set to rebound, and they kind of have to because
Yeah.
you know while you're up there, you got to make the most of the opportunities.
Dylan, we can't stand Ben Keys. Is he a fan favourite?
No, everyone. It's a funny one. It's a funny one. I actually just sent a photo of the chat into my group chat. Said these cunts hate Ben Keys as well, because one of the other boys on the pod that we do it with, he can't fucking stand him. I'm very in the middle with him. I think the effort that he puts in is crazy, but his ball usage is just awful. But I think the poor guy's got a little bit of anxiety because there's something wrong with him. I don't know if you've seen in interviews, but that he's always twitching. So I don't mind him, but I think you'll find that 60 or 70% of the fan base can't stand him either.
There you go.
Really? Okay, that's a surprise.
Yeah, it was.
But you always need a scapegoat. You know, like every club needs someone that can be their whipping boy, yeah. And I think Ben Keys has slowly turned into that whipping boy, and I don't know. I don't mind him. I think the effort that he brings is crazy. You know, at one point you'll see him in a forward pocket, will turn the ball over. You know, 30 seconds later you'll see him in the back pocket chasing down, making a tackle. On the half back line. So I think that's what you need in this game is, you know, some of those high half forwards playing that role. I think he plays the role well, but he can be very easily replaced. I think if we snag Zach Bailey, that man is going to be playing Sandful until the end of his career.
Yeah, because especially with because the comparison, and I know it's not a direct comparison in terms of the way they play, because one's a forward and the other's like a midfielder, but I seem to get a lot of like Schultz vibes out of Keys. Just a guy that like works hard, isn't obviously the perfect footballer, but because he works hard and I think with Keys, like there's been a few instances, at least against us, where like, you know, I mean, one of the ones I remember, like he went out of his way to get the goggles off of Cox, you know, because, and mind you, Cox wasn't, you know, being ideal with how he was acting and stuff, in fairness. But I think, you know, when you have someone that has issues with his eyes and stuff, I would like to hope that, you know, regardless on how someone treats what's the word, like their environment and stuff, you just don't touch like the goggles or any eyewear and stuff.
I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
I personally didn't like that either. I think just stay out of it. It just created an issue that didn't need to be created.
Yeah, because was that the game where he had I don't know if I should say what it actually was, but there was a brown stain on his shorts. Was that
Where he
the same
where he
game?
possibly shit himself. Yeah,
Oh
it
no,
was.
Sean.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Oh
was
no.
the ranking running too far game, I think, where we were down by 4 points late. And Rankin got the ball
Yeah.
on the far wing at the G, put it in. We're about to pick. A free kick actually got called about 25 meters out for the Crows with about 10 seconds to go, but they called it back for that running too far. So
Yeah, I remember
it
that.
was
Yeah.
it was that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up in the
Yeah.
stands
Yeah.
cracking an absolute. Oh, I
Yeah.
was. You didn't want to be around me because there was a few profanities getting yelled. I can tell you that.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the goggle game was the same game where he had the jocks, or
Yeah.
the brown shorts.
Mhm.
Because just a quick tangent. I've got a great story about this.
Oh no.
I've got a great so Twitter exists. Surprise, surprise. So obviously, I'm obviously voicing my opinion, saying I don't agree with this. Like I know Cox can be a bit sort of out there in terms of the way he behaves, but you just don't go for someone's like eyes and stuff like that, especially because Cox has had eye issues in the past. You just don't do it. Anyway, someone on Twitter, Crows fan, was having an issue with it, and obviously I'm just saying, it's just an average Crows fan. Anyway, it didn't go great. Like I'll be honest, and we were sort of going back and forth with like banter and shit, and really it was just shit talk, really. I actually ended up finding out who it actually was, and I ended up finishing the conversation with, "Oh well, mate, like if you're if you're gonna ride Ben Key so hard, you might as well put his you might as well put his shorts in the washing machine for him." I found out later on because people were telling me in private messages. Apparently, he was his brother. Apparently, it was Ben Keys' brother that was like having
Yeah,
a go at me.
yeah. His brother flies the flag. He's actually a pretty good supporter
Yeah.
of the podcast.
Yeah.
Of us. He's always up
Oh.
he's always up and about.
Yeah.
Keys' brother. He is on every single social media flying the
Wow.
flag for that boy. So I do
Yeah.
believe that he would have been having a go. I
Yeah.
believe that
and,
very
and
much.
especially because I'm such a small, I'd have such a small account. The fact that he found me, I'm like, that's a fair effort to be. I don't know if the tweets I was having popped off or whatever, and maybe I was easier to find, but no, it was a good find. He digged pretty deep to find me. I can tell you that for sure.
He was going at everyone. I don't if you find his brother's
Yeah.
Twitter account, if you go through his replies, he was going at everyone last year. Absolutely everyone. He's got a bit of a knack for it.
Yeah, it was literally the Jocks game because I remember finishing off with,
Yeah.
"Oh, you must," and I had no idea, and that's why people send me private
Oh,
messages being like,
shit.
"You realize that's his brother?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, that makes it so much more funnier." The fact that I'm telling him to watch his own Jocks and stuff or his own footy shorts, I'm like, that's comedy gold there. Jesus, and I didn't even know, like, because like, how can you know? And then once you get all the messages, it's like, Jesus, like that's yeah.
What's
that's
his name? What's Ben Keys' brother's name?
I have no idea.
Let me grab it up. Hold up. I will just
Yeah.
dox him. Fucking give me 2 secs.
Yeah. In saying that,
Is
like,
that
if you're gonna have a brother, like, it'd be pretty good to have that guy as your brother. If he's gonna fly the flag that hard, like that's a pretty good brother in fairness.
Yeah.
I'll get one of the other boys to find it. Bear with me. Keep talking and I'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shawnee's got a indifferent relationship with Adelaide supporters. We've come to find out.
Yeah, I like to have my opinion, and I've come to find out that not everyone. There are certain people out there that don't like to agree with certain opinions.
So, Dylan, what do you think of Darcy Fogarty?
Oh God, Jesus.
I actually don't mind. I don't mind Big Darcy. He's if he lost a little bit of weight, I would like him a little bit more. But no, I don't mind Big
Yeah.
Darcy.
Yeah, no, that's probably the comment I've had over the years, or the quote that I've had over the years that gets taken out of context. Because I had people coming at me basically saying that Darcy, because this was God, this was 23, so people were saying like Darcy Fogarty was like the best young key forward in the comp. People were creating that narrative, and I'm like, well, he's not. He's not even the best young key forward in his own team because Thilthorpe was better at the time. So yeah, that basically grew a bit of legs, and I'm basically the Darcy Fogarty hater from then on. And then people didn't like that. Basically, I was saying that Higgs Day was a better player than Fogarty because whenever he would kick goals, it would be in important moments and things like that. So God, it grew a bit of legs, that one. I always cop it every now and then, which is a bit funny. But it more came from people because it was the fact that people were talking about Darcy Fogarty as one of the better key forwards in the comp. That was like my issue. Like, at the end of the day, like with Fogarty, like he can be like a good player. Like if he's but the fact that they've had to keep on Tex Walker as long as he has because Fogarty hasn't come on. Like it's I've always thought that he's been like I've always thought that he's been an alright role player and stuff, but the fact that people were basically claiming he was like one of the best young key forwards in the comp in 23, I just had to disagree with that take, and God, I've copped it ever since. But it's funny because he hasn't, outside of really maybe this year and last year, outside of that, he hasn't really like lived up to. I mean, in terms of being the best young key forward in the comp, having that narrative towards him, he is certainly far from that. But I mean, he's not that bad of a player. But in terms of like, he's a good role player and a good honest player that puts in effort. But God,
how many goals has he kicked this year, Dylan? Darcy Fogarty.
28. He's kicked 18 of the last 6 weeks. 18 goals in one of the last 6. 15 of the last 3. So he's kicked like bags of 4, 5, and 4, I think. So he's come along, but he doesn't miss. That's the thing. Like I think he's probably the best set shot of the football I've seen.
But also the other thing with Fogarty is he'll kick 5 or 6, but he'll kick them against like the bottom 6 sides. So he likes to be a bit of a flat track bully a bit.
Well, he kicked 4 last week.
Oh, Shorty's throwing some grenades there. This is going might get a bit testy here, right?
Well, obviously, when I'm saying these things, like it's obviously not like recent because I haven't really kept track of him this year. But especially back in 23, like I think what was his best game at that point was like I think he kicked 3 against Geelong or something like that.
He kicked 5. He last versus West Coast kicked 5 against them in 2022, I think. But if we go back now, I'm just going to pull up these. He kicked 4 against it's funny that he kicked 4 against West Coast a couple of weeks ago. He kicked 2 against Gold Coast. He kicked 4 last week, and then against I think against Melbourne he kicked another bag of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong. Yeah, he kicked 2. So he's kicking sort of 2, 3, 4. But he kicked 5 again. He kicked 5 in the showdown as well.
Yeah. Well, his last 2 seasons he's been better at like doing it against the better sides, but. It's but then it's like he'll kick like 3 or 4 against against it, and then apparently that ruins my whole entire take of him being a overrated forward, especially when the rating is one of the best young key forwards in the comp. And then it went from the best young key forward to top 3 because the King brothers were better, and I don't even really rate the King brothers too much.
All right. Okay, guys. We were speaking of Ben Keys. He's him and Nankervis are named as your wings. Are they your regular wingers, Dylan?
Ben Keys won't play on a wing. Nank will. I think it'll be Luke. It'll be Nankervis. It'll be Dan Curtin. That'll play on the wing. So Keys will probably push into like a forward pocket and sort of, as I said before, sort of play that high half forward that pushes up the ground. So I dare say it'll be Nankervis and Dan Curtin that play on the wing. So
okay, they're going to be up against Lipinski and Jack Crisp. I reckon that's an interesting one.
That's a big matchup.
Yeah. Um, look, only because I haven't. Look, I don't watch your games, mate. So,
Yeah.
so look, I'd like to
I'd
say we
honestly
we win that
give.
one, but yeah,
I think he will as well. I think Chris
yep,
will like Nate's had a pretty big month. But I don't know if you boys have watched much of Dan Curtin, but
mm,
that kid is an absolute monster. I think he's a little
Yeah.
bit of a baby Bont. He's in
yep,
he's in year 3 now. He's
yep.
197 centimeters. Um,
Wow, for
yeah,
a
I think
winger, fuck me.
he'll end up an inside midfielder. If you
Yeah.
watch his best moments, that he does things that he shouldn't be able to do. So
Yeah,
he killed Jeremy Cameron the other week when Jeremy
yeah,
Cameron played on a wing against us, and Dan Curtin had 28 touches. So
yeah,
just watch this space. I think
mm,
if he goes to Lipinski, he'll beat Lipinski. But if Chris goes to him, Chris will beat him around the ground, and
yeah,
sort of with the ground ball and stuff. So
mm,
Nankervis will get beaten by Chris or Lipinski, but I think Dan
yeah.
Curtin is the one that might have a bit of a game. He's been a bit quiet the last month, so he's due
Mm.
to step up again.
What
Yeah,
about Lipinski
Curtin.
and Curtis? Sorry, H. You go,
No,
H.
you're right. No, I was just going to say he's starting to get his flowers here in Melbourne as well. He's starting to hear of him a lot. And then naturally, once you hear of him a little bit, you start to watch him here and there. And you're like, oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that kid can seriously play footy. So they found one there.
Lipinski on Nankervis. Do you watch much of our games, Dylan?
I'm a footy nuff, mate. I watch about 7 games a week, so yeah, I
There you
watch
go.
quite a lot of your games. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, I, I'll give Lipinski over Nankervis just purely
Yep.
out of the ball use. But
Yep.
also Nankervis like his running probably the last 2-3 weeks has been off the charts. So
Yeah.
it should be it'll be a decent matchup, but I think I'll go Lipinski over that. So I'll give you guys the wing.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
also with Nankervis,
okay.
he's got a bit of height to him, yeah, because he's related to Toby, yeah, or am I bugging on that?
I don't think he is. They might be very, very distant cousins, but you can fact check me on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the
Oh,
wings, we'll just say, just because you're winning the rucks and you're winning the midfield, just give us the wings, man.
we'll give you the wing.
Dylan.
You can have the wing.
All right.
You can have the
Thanks,
wing.
mate. Even though your ground is narrow and the wings probably doesn't help much, but we'll take it, mate. All right. All right. Let's go to your forward line, Dylan. Philthorpe and Walker, the two talls.
Mhm.
So Frampton on Philthorpe, Walker, Jeremy Howe, or Puncher. I can't trust Puncher on him. As much as we love Puncher, he's only played 3 games. You'd want him to play on a third tall, whoever that's going to be. Yeah. Howie on Walker. With the absence of Fogarty, who would be your third tall forward if you do play with
It
one?
it'll be Finn. Oh fuck. It'll probably be Finbar or Toby Murray.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
if Finbar plays, you could honestly you could chuck anyone on him and just try and don't let him hit the contest hard. But
Yep.
if Toby Murray plays, he can take a grab, he can kick it as well. So
Yep.
look, I'd rather Toby Murray play and Finbar go out and Charlie Edwards play. But I
Yep.
dare say it would be Thilthorpe playing deep, and
Yep.
then Walker playing that lead up roll off half forward. And then
Okay.
if Murray comes in, he'll probably sit back with Thilthorpe as well and sort of rotate in the ruck.
Yeah. But in the past we've done funny things and played fucking Maynard on Walker and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And sometimes when we play that zone defense, fucking Quaynor ends up on fucking Philthorpe like in round 2. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
How's big Philthorpe been going? I heard somewhere he hasn't been as good.
Yeah, he's been a bit stinky this year. He's been dealing with a bit of a back issue.
Yep.
But last week he took the piss last week against Sydney. Probably should have kicked 6 or 7
Yep.
last week, but he ended up 2 goals, 3, took 6 marks. So he's building. he's building slowly. He's hitting form at the right time of the year, so it wouldn't
Yep.
surprise me if he comes out tomorrow night and has a big one because he's due for to kick a bag of 4 or 5.
Yeah. All right. Now, our boy Billy, you like him as well. He's been excellent this year. Up until that game against North, where Larky got a lot of shots on goal on him, no forward had kicked more than 2 on him all year, and he leads the comp in spoils. And just quietly, us Collingwood supporters like to think that he's in All Australian contention. That's not going to happen. There's got to be other tall backs that are better than him, in the comp. But he's been an absolute rock for us. I reckon he can get Phil Thorpe if our midfield breaks even and doesn't let too many fucking balls in. I reckon Framps can get him. Walker and Howie, that's an interesting. Walker's, he's going to have a big day tomorrow night, kicking his 700th goal. It's going to be a big occasion for him. But Howie, at 36 years old, is still in, I wouldn't say career best form, but in good form. Very good. It's been excellent for us this year. So that's going to be an intriguing
Do
encounter.
we think even Puncher maybe goes to Walker?
I said that earlier, but
Yeah.
I just don't trust him.
Too smart for him, mate.
Especially
reckon?
in Adelaide as well. In Adelaide with the crowd and shit. Yeah.
Who
don't want
did
him-
Puncher play on last week again?
Who did he play on?
Because there was someone half decent, wasn't it?
Nah, Carlton. All Carlton's forwards are shit.
Oh
man.
yeah, true.
The week before.
Didn't Harry Mackay take himself off within fucking 5 minutes? The soft cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
He probably looked at Puncher and he's like, "No, I'm good. I'm good."
No. Puncher played on Jack Darling against North and
Yeah, that's
Get
who
some-
I'm thinking of.
did
But
a-
even
did a-
Darling's not really.
did a
that
very
much
adequate
anymore.
job. But
I think
couldn't
the
trust him
Darling
on
and Tex
Walker.
matchup. I think Darling and Tex matchup is very similar, but I think Tex has the brains to sort of be able to move and change it a little bit. I think Darling is a little bit one pace these days,
Yep.
so I think you'd rather him on Tex, but if the Crows get the games on their terms in the transition and sort of off half back and through the midfield, I think it might get a little bit dirty for Puncher if Tex is able to sort of get front foot. That's probably the only concern for you guys.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised though, because if they're willing to put him on a Darling and stuff, maybe like they do just throw him in the deep end a bit. I mean, again, I've been an advocate of taking a risk every now and then, and that would be, as much as I hate the saying because it's been overblown this year, but to have a shot at the stumps, that would be something. Even if you just try him for a quarter, and worst case scenario, you can always swap him and put Howe on him and stuff. But I mean, how good would it be for his confidence if he can beat a Walker?
Yeah. Your small forwards, Dylan, Rochelle. How's he going this year?
He started hot. He started really, really hot.
Yep.
He was even in with the midfield rotation for a little bit, but he's sort of been taken sort of out of that now, and he's playing sort of as a high half forward, getting to the contest and pushing back. He's been all right in the last month. Nothing to go, oh my god, wow about. But he's same as Stills, although I feel like we've been playing such a team brand of football. There's been no real massive individual performances. So I think I've said that about 5 people now that they're sort of due for a breakout game but he's just been playing his role. He's been doing everything that you sort of want that small forward to do. Like what did he kicked? What did he have last week? He kicked 1 goal and had 18 touches last week. His pressure rates are through the roof. So he's been doing it without doing it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just been plodding along.
Yeah. All right. Before we get on to your other small forwards, I'm just going to get a regular panelist, Voidoid Generation in. Voidoid's got a history of having spats with opposition supporters. And you wouldn't believe it. He's such a nice guy. He's such a
No.
nice, softly spoken bloke, but he's been having spats with the last two opposition supporters. But I reckon he'll be all right because Dylan's nice. Dylan's a nice guy. The previous guests have been fucking absolute fucking nightmares.
Yeah.
It's guest dependent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just a reactor.
Yeah.
Fire versus fire.
G'day,
Alright.
Dylan. How you doing?
Good night, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Look,
I've been listening in. I've loved what you've had to say. It's been good stuff.
Appreciate
unless
it.
Dylan rips out something like fucking Maynard's a fucking thug or some shit like that, that'll get us started. But we haven't got to our back line yet. We'll hold that thought. Just hold that thought.
I was just waiting for. Oh, actually, now.
Oh, I was gonna say I've got a bit to say about Bruzzy, but it's all
All
right.
right, we'll wait for it, mate. We'll wait for it.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Dylan, any other small forwards of yours that we need to worry about?
I think Zach Taylor is the one that's sort of been getting by. I think you blokes over in Victoria would have no idea who the fuck he is because he's not spoken about.
Yep.
He was starting to bench, but the pressure that he brings and the way that he uses the football is
Yep.
ridiculous. You know, as an underager, I think he averaged 40 touches in the under 18s. And the way that he used the ball was ridiculous. So he's really come along in these last 12 months as someone that isn't spoken about, but we wouldn't be where we are if he wasn't in the 23. So
Yep.
he just gets the little things done. You know, he's at the drop of the footy. He gives us the quick 1-2s. He sort of is able to launch the attack from a wing. His ball use is just ridiculous. He'll pop up and kick 1 or 2. So he's actually naturally a midfielder. So I think, you know, playing him, you know, sort of inside 50 and being able to use the football and sort of slingshot the attacks sometimes is good. So just watch out for him. You probably won't notice him too much. He only has, you know, 10, 11 touches. But if you look at the small things and sort of the way that he uses the football, I think you might be pretty impressed. So he's a good one. He's a very good pickup. We got him like pick 50. So it's good to see him. It's good to see him performing.
Yep. All right. And this Neil Bullen, he's named in the forward pocket, but where does he usually play?
He'll play there. He'll play forward. He'll play forward pocket. Yeah.
Okay.
Like he did. Like he did for Melbourne. He'll play there. So he just gets it done every. He just gets it done every week. Yeah. Absolutely done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Bruzzy has his eye on him, I reckon. I remember when he played for Melbourne and Bruzzy gave him this fucking absolutely poleaxing tackle. Do you guys remember that? In that premiership year?
Wait,
When
who's this
Bo-
again? Sorry.
Ooh,
Neil Bullen.
are you thinking of bloody?
No, that wasn't Neil Bullen. That was somebody else.
Neil Bullen.
No, that was.
I'm not talking about the Brayshaw incident. I'm talking about.
No, that's the duck guy.
Ed Langdon.
Yeah,
No.
Ed Langdon.
I know he did that, but another tackle on Neil Bullen, a fucking absolute poleaxing tackle.
Oh yeah, he did too because there was 2 tackles.
The chat's going to back me up.
Yeah,
on
no,
this,
yeah.
Don't fucking doubt me.
My bad. All right, I'm holding for my Jesus Christ, fuck.
Fuck me, man.
No, because like in that game, like we don't talk about the Neil Bullen one. We talk about the Langdon one in the first like 10 seconds of the game. Maynard fucked him up.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of that, man. Yeah, we'll get it. Dylan, Bruzzy Maynard. You're.
Bruzzy. What
You gotta love him, man. Come on, man.
I think it's
Just be honest. Just be honest.
I think you love or you hate him. I've heard murmurs about him. A few of the boys I know went to school with him, so there's bits and pieces. But look, the way. Fuck! How do I say this without causing something? I think
Just be honest.
I think he's a bit of a knob. I would love to have. I would love to have him. I would love to have him at the footy club, 100%. Like I would take him in a heartbeat. But I think the way that I think the way that he conducts himself sometimes is just fucking dickhead behaviour. But look, you'd like to have him in year 23, wouldn't you? And I just don't understand.
Fucking
I know
oath,
you.
mate.
I know you boys won't like this one, but I don't know how the fuck he got off with not getting weeks for that umpire incident.
Come on, Dylan.
How the fuck did he?
Come
How,
on.
no,
Dylan,
How
mate,
did
come on.
Nah. Come on. I just don't get it. He's come in and he's put hands on an umpire and pushed them out the way. I don't give a fuck what Tuke Miller was doing. I think he deserves weeks. I think that sets a precedent.
Now avoid all
I will only agree with this as
on
long
out,
as you
because
agree that
there's
Tuke
three
Miller gets
applications
weeks as
with
well,
guys
then
here,
Maynard
which
can
is
get weeks.
fly the
Well, they
flag.
both get they both get weeks. Yeah, you
Okay,
can't give
well,
one
at
week,
least
not the other
that's
one.
something. Yeah. All right. No,
The
that's-
chat's turning on you, mate. Dylan.
Yeah.
Come
Get
on,
out of
Dylan. You were
here.
going so well.
We've got to disagree on something. I can't just say
Yeah.
yes to everything, can I?
Yeah.
All good,
Yeah.
mate.
No, but like
We-
in saying that, I can actually get behind that. Yeah, if Maynard's going to be suspended, but then that means like other people like someone like a Tuke Miller, because Tuke Miller actually instigated that whole thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you get Tuke Miller getting a couple of weeks and Maynard gets a couple of weeks, it's like okay, I don't agree with it, but like at least there's like at least it makes sense. Because I think at the end of the day, as footy fans, it just needs to make sense.
If you
Yeah,
want my
I
honest
think
opinion,
talk to Dickhead as well. He had that whole Dane Zorko thing a few years ago, and Zorko treated him like a knob as well. So when it happens to a few people, surely you've got to look at yourself with a fucking common denominator, don't you?
the only thing I'll say about the umpire, like irrespective of whether it was Maynard or someone else, I wouldn't want anybody to get suspended for that. I just, especially for that kind of contact, and the umpire insinuated himself, and it was after the song. Umpire should just go off, just walk off the ground. I just don't think the umpire has any business.
But I think if the umpire
inserting
walks off,
himself
though,
there.
all control gets lost. All control gets lost, and that turns into much worse than what it was. It was a pretty piss week, but I think you might have got something a little bit worse when you got the hotheads going at it. Fucking Tuke's got no respect for anyone. I think Bruzzy is very borderline respect for anyone either. But I think it could have just got. The umpire shouldn't have been using himself as a shield. I do get that side of it as well. He was stood in the middle of it, so it was bound to happen. But I think everyone should have been a little bit fucking smarter and not lost their heads like they did. But when he got Ben Long being a dog like he was, it was always going to happen.
See, even when Greg Williams pushed the umpire out of the way, way back when, the umpire was getting in his face. Greg Williams was trying to move, and the umpire just kept walking in front of him. And I'm thinking, what do you expect to happen?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Toby Green one where Toby Green pushed him out of the way.
Yeah.
No.
I reckon
That was
ultimately
different.
what
I
happened.
think that was different.
I think ultimately what.
Yeah, sorry.
Go H.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think ultimately what helped was the fact that there was the two players, and I reckon the AFL secretly, probably behind the scenes, were like the umpire shouldn't have been in that fucking spot. He should have known better. If they want to duke it out, the two players, you give them bloody suspensions after the fact. You don't shield the fucking player. You don't get in the way of, like, it just ridiculous. And I reckon behind the scenes, that's what happened. I reckon the AFL, like, fucking the umpire's in a bad spot here. What's he doing there? Stand back 5 meters, just observe. And if you got to take reports, you take reports. But you don't bloody get right in the thick of it when you know it's about to explode, mind you. Just fucking stand away. And I reckon that's what saved both of them in the end.
Yeah.
Because that's my view. It's not even a Collingwood thing. It's for me, like, I can take a step back watching the game, even if it's a team I don't like or a player I don't like. I'm like, nah, I wouldn't want my guy to go out because of that. Same as a bad decision in a game. I'd never want to be the beneficiary of something, because then I'm thinking, you know what? That fucking exact things are going to get us in a final next time.
Yeah.
Earlier,
Dylan, in this conversation, you mentioned something about you heard something about Maynard being a knob or something. Can you divulge any rumours that you heard?
Apparently that Maynard shoved a good mate of mine into some lockers back at Sacred Heart High School back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Goes
no,
back,
but no,
way back.
yeah, mate, he goes back, mate. So,
Yeah.
a couple of my mates dislike him personally. So, I
All
think that's
right.
where I just get it from. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
look, as I said before, he was someone that you'd love to have on your side, but fuck, I can't stand versing him because he just comes across as an arrogant cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say from obviously when he got drafted till now, I feel like he is a bit of a different person because I mean, like in terms of the locker stuff, I haven't heard anything like that, but there has been some like tidbits here and there of like his past, and he wasn't like the greatest of people leading up to the draft. So yeah,
Yeah.
I can even agree with that, but like.
Yeah.
And I think as well too. I mean, yeah, if someone's gonna crack you in the ribs and stuff, and and it's not even like a football act and stuff. It's sort of a thing of yeah, you never want to advocate for like a receipt and stuff, but at the same time, it's like for someone to react that way, is it ideal? It's obviously not, but like. But if you're on a football field and someone's like trying to put an elbow into your ribs and trying to, either bruise or break your ribs, like what are you supposed to do in that in that situation?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So Adelaide's forward line against our back line. Are we agreeing that this is even Stevens, or what do you reckon, panelists?
Yeah, I can kick us off if you like. I
Yep.
think it's very potent. I
Yep.
think it's extremely potent. However, our defense has been really good. So
Yep.
Yeah.
on paper, when you actually look at the names, you sort of think, oh, Adelaide will get us there. But that's not how it's played out this year for us.
No.
Our backline's been really rock solid. So, look, on paper, you have to give it to Adelaide. However, I wouldn't be surprised if none of their key forwards get off the leash or anything. Yeah, it seems like that sort of game where I think we can control them. Whether they'll have too much of a spread and still put a big score on us, which they tend to do, is yet to be seen. However, yeah, I reckon we can stand up. I don't think anyone's going to kick a bag on us.
Yeah.
Who were they saying? They were saying what were they saying about Adelaide? It might have been Cornsey, ironically, on Tom Mitchell's podcast. He was talking about their pressure game this year and how it's really stepped up, and he's wondering if they have another avenue to win, like because that's going to be really hard to sort of rely on as they get into September. What do you think about that sort of comment, Dylan?
Hornsey's a fucking idiot. He said the same thing last year about is 3 tools is 3 tools going to be able to hold up in fucking finals? Is there another avenue to win? We then switched up to fucking playing small ball, playing pressure. He goes, is there another avenue to win? The bloke's got no fucking idea. He's a dickhead. He's a fucking idiot. So look, he's just going to whinge no matter what. Like look, isn't finals footy all about pressure football? Like, isn't what people harp on about all fucking year? Pressure football, this, pressure football, that. And now it's have we got another way
inside
to win.
game as well, like contested. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just fucking Corns a dickhead. He does it for the clicks, and he knows that it riles up the Crows fans. So I don't blame him.
He's always piling on the Crows, isn't he?
See, the thing is, so I actually don't mind him as a journo. I actually really don't mind him. I think that he does some good stuff. I just think that he doesn't need to go down that route of clickbait and getting people to sort of go at him, because he's good enough. He's good enough as he is. Like he breaks some good stories. He knows his stuff. So it's just a little bit shit when he goes down that route. But you got to do what you got to do. The clicks, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's just him being a bit of a like? Because I mean, you could probably even put it down to sometimes, and I feel like even like I can do this at times too. So, like sometimes you just want to throw some bait out there just for some fun. Like it's not necessarily something where you go, "Oh, I'm going to put my best work out there," but sometimes you do just want to just throw some bait.
100%, and that's what reels people in. That's why people watch agenda setters and all this nonsense, is because they want to listen to what he says, and that's why he goes out Harry Sheezel and all these big boys. He went at Nick Dacos all those years ago, and that's why he sort of put Sam Darcy on a pedestal. Like, what the fuck has Sam Darcy done? 2 knees. He's just I don't know. He does a good job at what he does, but I don't think that he needs to do it as like a Sam McClure
100%.
does.
How does it work over in SA? Because his dad coached the Crows. He was the inaugural coach, right? I think from memory. Yeah, he was there first.
Yep. Yeah, he was.
Graham,
Yep.
Is it Port
Graham
Adelaide?
Corns.
Yeah, so they're Port Adelaide people. So what's their relationship? How's their relationship with the Crows? Because his dad was the coach, even though he played. Yeah,
Graham's a massive Crows man. He's always on the news, sort of harping on about the Crows and what they can do. And Chad Corns he's a complete knob. He's worse than I don't think you guys will get a lot of Chad Corns over there. He does a bit of radio shows for us. He does like Adelaide's SEN, but he's always going on about trying to get clicks and making up bullshit. Like he went on about Josh Worrell got managed a couple of weeks ago before the car accident incident. He actually got managed, and there was nothing going on about behaviour or whatsoever, and no one had even spoke a word about it. And then Chad Cords came out and said that it was he got dropped for disciplinary reasons, and no one else ran with that story. He got put nowhere, but he ran with that and tried to start some shit before the showdown. Didn't get on. But you know what Kane Corns is like as well. So it's Chad and Kane that hate us, but it's because the Crows didn't draft him and didn't give him the opportunity they wanted to, I think. So, but no, Graham's all right. It's just it's odd. It's all you hear about every single day. You'll see Kane or Chad in the news or front of the paper and the advertiser back here.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. All right. How do you see that your forward line against our back line, Dylan?
It's a hard one. It's a really hard one. I think I'll give it to you guys actually.
Okay.
I think just the way that you're a little bit more versatile than what we are. I think if the ball goes to ground, you may beat us. Because you've got Jeremy Howe who can play tall, he can play small. You've got Quainer who's a little bit he's a bit quicker. You've got those boys, so I will give it to you guys. But I think it's really, if you get the game on your terms, I think you'll win that side of it. But if we get it on our terms, it's one of those things. But with a little bit of doubt, I'll give it to you guys.
Yeah, thanks, mate. All right, let's go. Our forward line against your back line. Now, Mark Keane, massive loss for you. Our main guy up forward has been Dan McStay, believe it or not. He's been regularly kicking 2s and 3s all season. And he's gone from whipping boy to how good's fucking McStay? And who's going to play on him, Dylan?
Jimmy Borlace. Yeah, James Borlace will go to McStay, and he is the second coming to Jesus in the last 6 weeks. I can tell you that much.
Wow.
James Borlace in the last 6 has been fucking massive. I was his biggest hater. at the start of the season. And I think I made a comment actually to one of the boys, said because there was a bit of rumours he was going to get traded to North at the start of the season. So if North gave us a 3rd round draft pick, I'd pack his bags for him and take him to the airport. But now I'm so against it now. He has been absolutely huge. I don't know what he's been doing, if he's been taking peptides or something, but that boy has turned everything around. He's been huge.
Yeah. If he was to go to North now, like what sort of trade package would you want?
He's probably I'd say an early second from him. Like he's been massive. He's 23 years old. But he said that he wants to stay. He's close to signing another 2-year deal. So
I know, but I'm just saying in terms of improvement, like where do you?
I'd probably want a 2nd round from them, and maybe another future with a pick swap, because that pick from them probably going to be mid-20s. So that's probably what I'm going to be asking for a key defender who's 23 years old. You're going to want a little bit back in return.
Yeah, and also like a key defender, especially like because normally key defenders don't go for that much in the trade as well. So if you get one at the 2nd round, they've got to be pretty good.
Yeah, but I think they'll get Nick Murray though. North Melbourne. It looks. Sorry, not Nick Murray. Jordan Butts will go to the Bulldogs, and Nick Murray will go to North Melbourne. It looks like so.
Yeah.
But that's a story for another
day. Yep.
I'm worried.
Tell us about
Wayne Miller is having an outstanding season.
Mhm.
Yep. Is Wayne Miller your distributor coming out of the back line?
Yeah. Him and Hugo Hulkan. So mid-season draftee
Yep.
who I went on about earlier. So I
Yep.
think you'll get Miller who will be moving the ball around, and
Yep.
Hulkan as well who will be moving the ball around, and even Josh Worrell as well. If he
Yep.
does play a little bit smaller, we'll move that ball around as well with not too much confidence, but he will try to. He likes to try and bite a kick off here and there.
Yep. Now we've got a youngster called Charlie West who we've got big raps on. Last week against Carlton, he took 7 marks, 4 of them contested. He's 190. What is he, Sean? 194, 195?
Yeah, 194, but I get the feeling he's grown since we drafted him. So it might be 195 or 96 even.
Who's going to take him, Dylan? Who's your other tall back?
Nick Murray will probably go to him. So
Yep.
as your two lockdowns, you'll get Borlase and Nick Murray as the lockdowns, and then you'll get Worrell and Max Michelini, who will sort of play as those smaller sort of runoff types.
Okay, all right.
Can I just ask you a question? West will run up the ground. Will Nick Murray follow him, or is
Josh
Nick Murray?
I think Nick Murray will then fall off, and then I think you'll find a Josh Worrell will go with him up the ground.
Okay. And you know how you were talking up Borlase before?
Mm-hmm.
What kind? Like you said, he's an absolute beast. Is he like a Billy Frampton, fucking just Colossus type, or
massive?
Right.
He'll stand. He'll spoil everything. I think he had like 8 or 9 spoils the other week. I think he had 7 before the half. Like this kid is a monster, and he's built like it as well. He's got massive pipes.
Okay. All right. Another player for us that's been in the form of his life. The last, like St Kilda supporters are telling me, mate, he never played this good with us. Skunk Membry. Probably just that name doesn't really scare you at all, Dylan. But he's been really good in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Who's going to take him, mate?
You'll probably find that Josh Worrell goes to him in the matchup. So you'll get Borlase will go to McStay, Murray will go to Charlie West, Worrell will go to Membry, and then you'll get Max play on your 4th medium sizer, and then you'll probably get Cumming that will go to Schultz. Is Schultz playing?
No. Schultz has got an ankle injury. Yeah.
Let me have a look at your team. Let me grab this lineup up. I can probably tell you who will go to who. So you'll get Borlase to McStay, Murray to West, and then you'll get Membry to Worrell, and then you'll get Max, Michelini, Cumming, and Miller will take anyone else. So, but you'll probably because you might see Max go to a Bo McCreary. I dare say, because Max will push up the ground a little bit more. So, and you don't want Bo sort of be able to get that ball and sort of get that first use into the forward 50. So you might see Max go with him.
All right, it's going to be a good omen for us if you say McCreary's an absolute gun. That's a good omen for us because that's what the Carlton supporters were saying last week, and he had his best game of the year last week. So, what do you think of McCreary, Dylan?
I love him. I love his stuff.
There you go. He's going to kill it.
Lock it in. Lock in the win.
He's an Adelaide boy. I would have loved to would have absolutely loved to throw some money towards him. So no.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah. I reckon. I really rate him. I love the way that he plays his footy.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This is another tight one. Yeah. Because I didn't know much about Borlase, and I'm going to trust Dylan on the way he's talking about him. And McStay's had a good season, so that's going to be another intriguing encounter. And this is another even Stevens, man. So what it comes down to, as usual, it's the midfield. Whoever fucking wins the midfield, fucking wins the game, I reckon. If you guys get on top, fuck, our backline's not going to be able to hold these guys, and vice versa. I reckon.
I disagree there. I think our backline's been the strongest backline in the AFL all season.
There you go. All right.
So
No.
I'll give it to us there.
I'll take that on board, Dylan, because obviously I don't watch. I don't watch your games. I'll take your word for it, man.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fair enough, man. Like you look where you are on the ladder. You know, you aren't fucking conceding fucking 100 points or anything like that. You have won.
I just think that tomorrow is going to come down to a lot more than just skill. I think it's going to be how the teams are sort of prepared for it, because I think it's a little bit bigger than football as well. Like there hasn't been too much talk about the Rankin incident, but it's going to be sitting in each team's mind, you know, because obviously Rankin didn't play round 1 last year. So I think there's going to be a little bit in it tomorrow when the Crows, you know, Thursday night football in Adelaide it's probably one of the biggest occasions. You know, on the footy calendar, and this has always been such a big game. So I think it's going to be. Well, we can sit here all night long and dissect it, but I don't think it's really going to mean much until that first ball is bounced, and we'll see what we can do, because it's going to be a massive game. So I'm fucking keen for it. I'm very, very excited for it, actually.
Dylan, I want to ask you a question from the Warble. Okay, Matthew the Warble. Ask Dylan, what is Houston doing different to what he did in the showdowns? Did you rate him then, and what about now? Because we are absolutely fucking. We just want to fucking kill the cunt. But anyway,
yeah. Look,
he's so frustrating. Go
on. The way that the fucking I was turned off Houston after the whole handling of that fucking Isaac Rankin thing. He lined him up and took him out like a fucking dog. Like there is no way around it. He was in the air and he lined him up and he took him out. So I've been turned off Houston ever since then. But look, I don't understand why you guys don't utilize him as your number one ball handler. Yeah. I don't get it. I've never understood it, but I don't know if you guys saw, but he actually just came out and said that story that we went on about is a whole lot of shit. So
he has.
So I just don't. Yeah, I don't understand why you guys don't use him as the number one ball user. Because he's so good with ball in hand. But yeah, it's odd. It's really odd.
Yeah.
Wait, in terms of the full of shit, it was that Houston that came out and said the story was great.
Yeah, apparently he went on socials and said it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done it personally. He responded personally to the story. I mean, look, that could all be bullshit. Who knows? But yeah, for the player to come out personally and say it.
He also said though he was staying at Port Adelaide, so who fucking knows?
Yeah, that's true. I wish he fucking did.
One of our biggest criticisms of Houston, Dylan, has been that he doesn't go in hard. Like he kind of like, you know, stands back a bit when there's a contest and that. Do you think that Rankin incident, he also, when he first come to us, he got suspended for belting a Carlton player. You reckon these things have kind of like made him, you know, kind of stand back a bit and not fucking risk fucking, because if he gets suspended 100%. Again. Yeah,
100%. I think those things play on people's minds. We can sit here all day and say they paid $1 million to not, but they're still human at the end of the day, right? They do a couple stupid fucking things. It's definitely going to sit in the back of the mind, and who knows what's being said behind closed doors of, you know, we've recruited you for this much money. Don't be a fucking idiot. So, you know, that's another story for tomorrow night. You know, Rankin Houston. You know, Rankin Quainer. It's going to be. There's so many stories, you know, to go along with the game tomorrow. Man. So it's
can't fucking wait.
I'm very excited. Tomorrow at work's going to be a long fucking day. I'm keen to have a couple of coffees and then.
What's the weather forecast? That chapter closed? Because I feel like that chapter's still open. Because I'm pretty sure they have played. Because I'm pretty sure they have played against each other before, but nothing happened.
Yeah, one. But they played once, but nothing happened. I think it was the game that we beat you guys before finals over here was the first time they played again. But that was the game that fucking Rankin came out and said the word.
Yeah. So Houston's going to get booed big time tomorrow night.
I think I think Quain is going to get it,
Quaynor,
unfortunately.
Quaynor,
I think-
Maynard, and Houston are just going to get fucking booed all night, mate.
I honestly think it will, and it's a little bit. Look, I can get into Houston. I can get into Brazzy. I'm fine with that. But as I said, the whole Quainer bullshit. I don't think it needs to happen, but it will happen. It's going to make it real fiery. You'll probably see Kate McCarthy come and have another fucking sook tomorrow night. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Maynard even said something as such in the media.
Yeah.
If it wasn't
but
today,
yeah,
I
he
think
said
it was
it's
yesterday.
hope it's fire. Yeah, he said it hope it's fiery. So
He hopes. He loves
Yeah.
Ben Keys. Put it that way, mate. He loves Ben Keys.
yeah, I've seen it. I've seen a bit about that.
All right. Dylan, I always ask the opposition supporter that comes on to give us a tip and a prediction. So give us a tip and a prediction for tomorrow night, mate. After
what
all
I'll
this
do,
analysis.
I'll go Crows by 3 points. I reckon it's
Yep.
going to be a real hot game. And for a prediction, for a big one, let's go. I reckon Dacos has 30-3, but you still lose. I reckon that's a big one. That's a big one. He kills us every
30-3.
fuck. I reckon he has 33. I reckon he has a Sacramento tomorrow night. I don't know if you boys
Yep.
follow a little bit about that, but yeah, he'll have 30-3, I reckon, but you'll still lose. That's the
He has a what? What was
that's the
that?
big one. A
What did you say?
Sacramento. A Sacramento. It's a bit of
Sacramento.
yeah, it's a Sacramento, but a few boys call it 30. So Sacramento's three goals and 30 touches.
Okay. All right.
There you go. Run with that. So I reckon
Nice.
that's the goal. I reckon.
Yeah. Beautiful. What's the weather forecast tomorrow, Dylan? Do you know? I heard it's going to be showers.
Yeah, like 10 degrees and raining. It's going to be a fucking cold one. Yeah, it's going to be a
I
cold
tell you
one.
what, that adds to it as well.
Good
That
for
adds
us,
to it.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
That's a
have a
big
look.
good conditions for Longy.
I'll give you an update. Let's have a look at the bomb.
Ned Long, we haven't even spoken about him.
Tomorrow is going to be a low of 5 with a mill of rain. So it's going to be fucking cold. It's going to be
Since
fucking
when does it
freezing.
get that cold in Adelaide, man? Every time I go there, it's fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fucking. You should have seen it last week or the week before against the Gold Coast, mate. It was pissing down all fucking day, and I could not feel my fingers. It was fucked up.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Dylan, mate, you have overwhelmed us, man. Having never spoken to you, like we exchanged texts during the day, and I'm thinking, I hope this guy's a good bloke. Mate, you have over-exceeded expectations, man. You've been an absolute class act, man.
Absolutely.
Got to tell you
Appreciate
that,
that.
man. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on. It's been good fun. It's
Nice.
I was having a bit of a boring Wednesday night, but it's filled up a few hours of my time, so I appreciate it.
No worries, pal. Anytime, and let's hope we can, do this as the years go by. If I'm still doing this next year and the years beyond, mate, we'll tee up again. And yeah, man, it was fantastic, Dylan. Thank you so much for joining us, man.
Easy, no worries, guys. Thanks. Have a good one, and hopefully we can have a win tomorrow night. Go the Crows.
No.
See you, Dylan.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Have a good
Dylan.
one, mate.
You have
See
a good
you
one,
guys.
buddy.
Bye.
Thanks.
You too.
Catch up. That turned out good. Fucking hell.
Absolutely.
I had no idea what he was going to be like, man. And I was pestering him all day, like trying to, because I tried the bloody all these other he's still on.
The missus is showing him off, I think.
All good, mate.
When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yeah. But as I said, I tried the other, there's bigger Crows channels, yeah. I sent them messages, nothing, mate. Fucking crickets. These blokes straight away, mate. Yeah, no problem. I'm like, fucking, how good's this, man? And I had no idea what he was going to be like, and he turned out perfect, man. Just like us, mate. Doesn't give a fuck.
Beautiful. All right, Mick. I will need to head off too, mate.
Before you go, Adrian, all right, you got to talk about your channel, man. Give us give everyone that's listening right now, Adrian has his own channel, and he's going to explain what he does on his channel right now. Go for it, mate.
Yes, thank you, Mick. Yeah, just briefly, I am going through the 1,200 plus footballers to ever pull on the black and white stripes, 1 to 1,200, each with a little story and just a snippet and what they've sort of done, a career highlight and whatnot. Yeah, look, it's going to be a long process. Just little videos, 10, 15 minutes sort of videos, just snippets on, explaining each character that's pulled on the black and white stripes. So if anyone's into the history of our club and things like that, yeah, please subscribe and follow me along because it'll keep me going. And I'm also going to dip my toes into the Australian Test cricketers as well, which will sort of probably take up the summer as well. But yeah, if anyone sort of likes that stuff, yeah, please subscribe. And I'm thinking I'm doing a few collabs here and there with people who have got some interesting stories about some of our historical figures. If anyone's interested in that, yeah. But other than that, thank you, Mick. But yeah,
no worries, pal. No worries at all.
I'll find a bloody link or something.
Yeah, yeah, do it, man. Hold on. Just give me a second. I think you can only do it if you're a mod, and I'll make you a mod right now. Hold on. One second. Just Adrian, just in the chat. All right.
Yep.
Just put anything in the chat. Yeah, because I need.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Anything, and I'll just so I can make it. I can hover over you and then just make it.
I think I already wasn't I? Let's have.
Are you? Have you got that spanner next to your name?
I'll have a look, Mick. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to buy some time, I'll do my predictions.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Sorry,
yeah. Just trying to think. All right, I'll go Pies by 14.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm gonna go something really, really left field. I think the old brigade will become new again. I'll go Pendles for a goal and 25 disposals, and I'll go Sidey for 2 goals.
Okay.
They really need to lift.
Sorry, man. Can you say that again, please? Yep.
So Pendles for 25 disposals and a goal, and Sidey will kick 2, and we'll play forward. Hopefully, similar to the qualifying final.
No worries. Okay, everyone. Adrian has just put his link for his channel in the chat. All right, all 49 of you that are watching right now, everyone subscribe to him. Let's get him up there. All right, he's got the it's just up in the chat now. There it is there. All right, thanks, guys. Thank you, Adrian, for joining us as usual. I forgot to get his Adrian. If you're still listening, put your tips and prediction up, mate. I forgot to ask you.
Yeah, I know Benny. Yeah, just he was
Benny,
so close to winning the Brownlow this year too.
Benny, what's your tip and prediction, mate? Mate, I know Anthony from Pies Footy is sneakily trying to pinch the vault concept from me, mate. You gotta pull him up, man. The vault is here. The Chronicles, mate.
You need to create another one. We need a vault for serious shit. Then we need a dolt for fucking people that we need to call out.
Yeah, adult. Yeah. All right. Where is he? I've got. Look at this guy, mate. Look at this bloke. What's going on, pal? Fucking get yourself off mute.
No, keep yourself on mute.
If he stays on mute, it'll probably be the best he's ever sounded.
Yeah.
What's going on?
No. Been good. Been on the jumper punch all night. I was only supposed to be
there
an hour. But I was there all show. So otherwise I would have been on a bit earlier. No, I had fun there. Thought I would come on your show and stir the pot a bit. Tough game you've got. You've got a tough game this week, haven't you? We've got a tough game as well. Yeah, Adelaide. They're very good at the moment. They're probably the informed team in the competition, but they have tendencies to lose these kind of games, don't they? And you did beat them in the finals last year, Mick. So you got a good record against them.
Yeah. Lucky, mate. You were my standby Adelaide supporter, but I managed to get an Adelaide supporter. Were you listening before to that guy, Lucas?
Yeah, I heard the back end of it, and I think that's a bit rude, Mick, that no one got back to you. That's a bit rude.
No, the big channels, I don't give a fuck, mate. I put a message out. Look, they probably looked at my subscribers and thought, "Who the fuck's this guy?" But
it's a bit. Yeah, that's a bit arrogant. You know, that should have given you an answer. But anyway, no, you've got a tough game, isn't it? But Adelaide, they have the tendency of dropping these games. They do get a bit ahead of themselves in South Australia a little bit, especially when it comes to winning some strings of games.
Yeah.
I actually think Crows will win by 30. I think they'll make a statement. Sorry, Mick, hate to do that to you, but then again, Mick, I think Melbourne will win by 30 as well against us. So we play Melbourne, Jeanette.
All right. We had a timer. We had a timer when you mentioned Geelong, and
what's that, about 12 seconds?
Gotta be kind, guys.
We have taken over your channel, so I'll give you. I'll cut you some slack.
Mind you, to be fair, there was a live stream we had. We were probably on his channel for about 12 hours, so I think he's got a bit of credits.
Mate, I fell asleep in one of them. I fell asleep on air on one of them. That was the Monday last week, where I fell asleep on the couch and woke up and void in heater / ball was still going. Absolute legends. No, I think Crows will win this. But for you, Mick, just for you, I'll put a vote in. I'll put something in the vote. Collingwood by 4, and I reckon De Goey kicks 3 goals and 30 disposals. Geez, wow. I've been on the De Goey train, haven't I?
Yeah.
Mate, just come over to the dark side. It's not, you might as well already do it. You're already committed, far enough at this point.
He's already on the dark side.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I told you last week, so, mate, you're not beating the allegations.
I'm not exactly denying him, am I? Well, no, Mick, you're right. I am on the dark side. I'm on the TJP side. That's a bit of the dark side. So, They might convert me into Carlton supporters, and you don't want that. No, just for you. Yeah, the goal, 3 goals, 30 touches, you win by 4 points. I'd love that. I would love that.
Wait, was there footy on tonight? Someone's saying there's 3:35 to go. Was there footy on tonight?
No. 3:35. That was the timer. That was the timer for Lucas mentioning Geelong.
Okay. I thought it meant as if it was there was 3 minutes left in the footy or something. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Sean, the front car was a real nail biter. It's down to the wire.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah. See what happened. You have a relaxing stream, and that wanker from the Geelong zone comes on in, and it all turns to chaos, doesn't it?
How'd you go? How'd you go on the jumper punch, mate?
No,
how'd you go?
No,
all good.
No, really
was Rocco fucking going nuts?
No, mate, we lost it. He lost it a bit at the Collingwood players.
Did he sing the song? Did Rocco sing the Collingwood theme song?
No, he did. He did actually. He got a couple of the lyrics wrong, but no, that's all right. I sung it with him. I sung the Collingwood song with him. So
you're not being the allegations.
I'm just digging a deeper hole here, aren't I?
Yeah.
No,
All right.
I went all right on there. They had me for the full show, and I was very
Beautiful.
humbled to be on their show, as I'm humbled to be on your show, Mick and Matt. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder.
Alright.
I wonder with Manny on that show. I wonder if he knew the words.
Manny,
No,
was
actually,
he on?
No,
Were you
no,
Manny's replacement?
I was.
Yeah.
He came in late. He was only there for the song. But I did say in the chat, when I was talking, because the Collingwood game came up, and I said, well, unlike Manny, who doesn't watch the game, I actually watched this game. And like Rocco was just like pissing himself laughing.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, you would have loved that one. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
He still doesn't know who Ed Allen is, though. He still doesn't know who Ed Allen is, though.
Are you
Yeah,
serious? I literally had a full-on rant, I reckon, the start of last season on their channel, literally about Ed Allen and how like he wasn't getting a game.
No, he said Cripper had a good game, so he doesn't know what you guys were talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we've got the birthday boy on. Chrissy,
Hey.
tell us the lift.
Hey, Meg. Fucking lift. Fucking lift.
All right.
Harry Potter. Harry, you got Harry Potter?
All right,
Hello, Chris. Have you made it to Geelong yet, Chris?
Have you? Have you made it to fucking Geelong too? When was the
Let's
last
sing.
time you went to fucking Geelong?
Let's sing happy birthday for Chrissy. All right, everyone in the chat, sing
here we
along with
go.
us. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chrissy. Happy birthday to you. The pip. Hooray!
Hooray!
The pip.
Hooray!
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 Happy birthday, Chrissy.
Yeah, thank you.
How was your day, mate? How was your day,
good.
Chrissy?
I went out for lunch. I went out for lunch.
Beautiful,
Well, I got my, I went out for lunch and got my favorite food, lasagna with mashed
Oh.
potato. Then
Oh.
I went back to my
Oh,
sisters and
Yeah.
and I had cake, and then we played some games. Then I came home
Yep.
and I did Anthony
Yep.
stream, Matt stream. Now I've done yours.
Mate, that's a birthday
Living
and
the
a
good
half,
life. There you go.
Yeah.
mate. Well, Chrissy, you've gone. Have you given your tips for this game? You haven't done it. I'll get it down now.
No,
What's going to happen tomorrow night, Chrissy?
I'll go Collingwood. Collingwood by 10 points. 10 points.
Yep.
My man,
prediction?
Charlie West. I'm going to predict him until he. Charlie West, my man, Charlie West. He's going to have his breakthrough performance, and he's going to kick 5 goals. Charlie West is going to kick 5 goals. Gus Anderson is going to have 25 disposals.
25. Fuck.
Oh,
Ed Allen is
much
going to
time
have
does he get?
25 disposals. Ed
Wow.
Allen is going to have 25 disposals and 2 goals.
And
He's
2
on.
goals.
And I'm going to have to make the biggest call. Yep.
I want Chris to
The
win
biggest
this,
call of them
this
all.
one.
Yeah.
Billy Frampton is going to kill. Billy Frampton is going to keep Phil Thorpe goalless.
Oof.
All right.
That could
big
happen.
tips there.
It's a
Big
fish
team.
I'll say you really feel, Chris.
to come true. I want Chris's predictions to
I
come
always
true.
fucking do, Sean. I always fucking do tell you how I fucking feel. Why does it always look
Fucking-
like Lucas is always going to fall asleep on the sleeve? He always looks like he's going to fall asleep on the stream.
he falls asleep on his own streams.
Yes, but
it's
sometimes, do you know what he does on his own stream? You know what he does his own stream, Mick? He comes on with no top on, and then he puts.
Yeah,
that
I've seen it.
hat
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Seen- it's actually sad because Rocco
And
was
girls,
disappointed
he's
that I
single.
didn't come on
Girls,
properly.
he's single.
Yeah. No, I
Girls,
said
he's
something
single.
stupid. No, I said something stupid to Mark. I said something. I made a bet, and it was a stupid bet, and I'm regretting it now. I said to Mark, I said, because Mark got carried away, and he was like, "Oh, GWS bet Geelong," and I said, "Mate, you won one game in 100 years. Relax." And I said, Ray's not there, is she, Void?
Oh, she is, but it doesn't matter. She's worse. She's worse than everybody.
So I said, look, I said, Mark, listen, Mark. I'm this confident we'll smack you when we play you in Geelong. I will come on this show naked wearing an Essendon beanie on my pinny. I'm that confident. And when I was processing that, I thought, what the fuck have I just said? Because then I thought, I said this against Carlton, and they did that to me. And I said, if you even think about losing that game, Geelong, you're dead to me. You're absolutely dead to me. Don't even bother make finals. You're gone. You're gone. And like Rocco was just like pissing himself and fucking everybody else. And I thought, shit, did I really just say that? And Mark said, right, round 22, you're dead. You're coming on naked. I thought, fuck, you better not. Please God, no.
So if you're wearing the Essendon beanie on your junk, so what did you wager? Because that's just you on a Friday night.
On every stream.
So when you put it like that, there's nothing really. That's not really a dare, is it?
And you can't on your own stream too.
You already like doing.
Yes, you do it on your own stream. You always make it on your own stream.
Not the full Monty, but yeah, well, fair enough. But
almost the full Monty.
We'll smack him anyway. We'll smack him. Bailey Smith will kick 10. It'll be good enough. We'll smack him anyway.
Well, do you want to make a bet with Ray live on TV? You want to make a bet with Ray?
No, I do not.
Are you willing to do
I
this
do not.
if Geelong loses?
I've already embarrassed myself.
You know what? Are you not confident that Geelong will win?
No, I'm confident that we'll smack him by 100 points.
Are you scared? Are you scared, Lucas?
No.
Are you scared?
Since when did Chris become a bully?
Yeah.
Hey, Chrissy.
Chrissy.
Chrissy. You know who else has got a birthday today?
Yes.
You know who else has got a birthday today?
Oh, I do.
No.
Can you read the chat?
No, who's got?
Can you see what's up on the chat? Can you see what's up on the screen at the moment?
That is genuine perfection.
I just saw it right now. Yes, I can see what's on the stream. I can see what's on the chat right now. What do you want me to say?
That
Happy
is genuine
birthday,
perfection
Lipper.
right there.
I hope you play well tomorrow night. I hope you play well tomorrow night. If you don't, I'm going to make this prediction and I'm going to put it in the vault. If you do not play well tomorrow night, I am going on Nick's stream and I'm going to fucking lose it. If you play good tomorrow night, I will say, I am not a fan of yours, but I will say, Anthony was right. You're a good player. You were shit at Geelong. You were shit at the Western Bulldogs. But you are becoming a better player, Collingwood. But I will say I was not wrong. I will never admit I'm wrong. I will never become a Lipinski fan ever. I would rather jump off the Westgate Bridge and become a fan of Lipinski. But I will say one thing. If you prove me wrong and say become a good player, I will say nice things about you. If you don't, I will rip you to shreds.
Yeah.
Put it in the vault, Mick.
Does with Dangerfog.
Yeah, put it in the vault. Lipinski has 30 touches and 2 goals.
All right, for you. All right.
And what are you going to do if he doesn't?
30 touches. He's not getting 30.
Yes, are you really kidding me?
At least go 25. At least make it interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's only had 30 about 2 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you fucked, Lucas.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, it's actually the fact that we're bringing up Lipper and Chris having the birthday on the same day. I don't think Chris has
Yes.
ever turned on his camera, and I've never seen Chris and Lipinski in the same room. Are they maybe the same person? Oh,
Here we go.
Are you,
Conspiracy.
I've seen
you
Chris
fucking
before.
kidding
Chris
me,
used to
bro?
show himself back in the day in Anthony's streams. I've seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, okay. So then you can confirm
All right, I'll do
that.
it one time. I will show you my face one time, Shawnee. One time I will show you my face.
Well, I'm just saying I haven't seen your
One time.
face, and I haven't seen you and Lipper.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get the thing off. There he is.
Hey, let's go.
Hello, Shawnee.
Hey, let's go.
Right there, boy. I don't show my face much because I don't like showing my face.
No, I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen, Lipinski
Well,
and Chris in the
Lucas,
same room. They
wake
could have been
up.
the same person.
Lucas, wake up. You're about to fall asleep again. It's okay if you want to fall asleep, Lucas.
Mate, I'm fine. Mate, I'm ready to 10 bar. I'm so excited for the Melbourne game. I can't even sleep. Trust me, I'll be up till fucking Friday midnight waiting for that game, waiting for us to get pumped. That'd be exciting.
Yeah.
Well, you don't give Geelong a chance at all.
Absolutely
Lipinski
none.
said if he wins the Norm Smith, fuck, that'd be elite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Mate,
He actually played well in the 23 grand final. Like, I know he was a sub in that, but if you were to
I
do
agree,
the
yeah.
average of like minutes played and overall minutes in the
Oh,
game, because he was a
settle
sub,
down.
he actually would have.
Yeah.
He actually did.
Oh, you
Credit
take
where
him
it's
off.
due, yeah.
Yeah, you take him off. It doesn't fucking change anything,
Mm.
You don't reckon in terms of playing 2.5 quarters? Because
mate.
I reckon he had
played
about
his normal
50s.
game. Short
He had
steps,
50.
fucking yeah.
I reckon he had about 16 disposals in 2.5 quarters.
Yeah.
Let me. I need to know this now.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't wait for tomorrow night now. After
Mm,
how good was Dylan, man? Fucking hell.
yeah, that was awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
great bloke.
I'm so happy with how that turned out because I had no idea, man, what he was going to be like. He could have been the most boring cunt out, but he just turned out to be a cool dude that just fucking has a laugh. Yeah.
I was going to ask Lucas one question. What's his mum feeling about tomorrow night?
Yeah, Lucas, your mum's an Adelaide supporter. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not nervous. She feels it's going to be comfortable. She's
Wow.
expecting a comfortable win. So yeah, they've no Fogarty, which hurts them. But yeah, she thinks because Tex needs 700. Mum thinks that the Crows will live for that, and she said,
so-
Crow, you don't have the cheating umpires from Melbourne helping you out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Just to let the chat know, Dylan's channel. It's called. Hold on a second.
Yeah, what is the channel? I'll sub to it.
Yeah. Sorry. Fuck. What is it, man? I feel really bad now. Proper Crow. Hold on. Got it here.
Yeah, it was Proper Crows.
Proper Crows podcast. Yeah, they're like us. There's about 3 or 4 of them just banter. Yeah, and they're pretty small. I think they've got a presence on Spotify as well. They're probably bigger on Spotify and all that than they are on YouTube. But yeah,
All right, just
all
subbed.
good, man. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got they're 6. Actually, if we go over there and show some love, there's 6 subs short of 100. So let's
There you go.
do them a good one and
Yeah,
give them
subscribe.
100.
I should have said it while he was on,
Mm.
but I'll tell everyone now. Yeah, give him a subscribe. He was a good guy, mate, except for his Bruzzy comments. But apart from that, he was all good. Mate, we can't handle that, mate. Bagging Bruzzy, come on, mate.
Yeah.
But he was good, you know. He wasn't one-eyed, you know. He said like, he gave us the forward line, yeah. He gave us he said even Stevens for their forward line against our back line, you know, not like my cousin Az, you know, or someone or Rocco, you know.
And it kind of seemed like, even with the Maynard stuff, it seemed like there was some like history with Maynard. So like, you can sort of understand it, because I'm sure if we had a run in with one of the AFL players and the history wasn't great, like you wouldn't be wanting to cheer their names off the rooftop. So I can get that to some extent.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the potential booing of Cranel?
We did, yeah. He said the fans are going to go nuts on him. He doesn't agree with it. Dylan doesn't agree with it, but he said he can't help it. The Nuffy fans will just go nuts at him, mate. So he's going to cop it. Maynard's going to cop it, and fucking Brazzy will cop it.
Rankin.
Wayne will cop it, and Houston will cop it. Yeah.
And maybe Rankin from our supporters.
Maddie's put the proper Crows pod link in the chat here. Yeah. So
shit. Yeah. I should have done it. Yeah, I've already subbed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 6. I think he's on 94, so he's only 6 away from 100. So yeah, let's make sure we get him over the line.
Yeah.
Because it's also good to also watch opposition supporters too, because because I don't know about you guys, but I just find it fascinating because like at the end of the day, every club's like a puzzle. Every club's like you might have teams up top. Yeah, they might only have a few missing pieces. That they've got to fill out the puzzle. Where other teams, like say Richmond, they've got a few more pieces to basically put on the board, but sometimes like analyzing like, okay, what piece goes where sort of thing. I don't know if that's just me and the way I operate, but I find that shit fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll send Dylan a message. If we beat him, even if we lose, man, I'll send him a text to come on in the post match, mate. See what he got to say. Yeah. What was I going to say?
He watches a lot of games too, which is good, Like that makes him pretty valuable. Like he probably knows stuff even about Collingwood that I might not know.
Yeah. That's the thing, mate. That's my problem, mate. I don't watch I hardly watch any other games, mate. I couldn't give a fuck, mate. I just care about Collingwood, mate. So it's good. Like the last few weeks, we've had Richmond, North, Carlton people on. Go through the teams and you learn about it. You go into the match, suddenly you got all this knowledge about these other players, and you know who's going to line up on who. It's good, man. It's good that next week against we've got Geelong. Don't have to go far to find a Geelong supporter. There we go, right there, mate.
We got mate, we got Lucas.
I'm on here every week, mate. You don't have to go far, mate. I'm on here every week. Yeah.
But like, instead of getting Lucas, could we get an actual Geelong supporter? Because I thought Lucas was a Collingwood supporter. especially with the allegations.
We're renaming it. Sorry. Welcome to the Collingwood Zone.
Yeah, Mick, try the other Geelong channel if you know who I'm talking about. Try them. Good luck with that one.
Why do I feel like there's some context with Benny's comment? Because I can't understand the context.
I've got you, Lucas, and I've got 3 other Geelong supporters I'm trying to get on. A couple of guys from work. Like, I can't believe these guys. They're fucking born and bred in Melbourne, and they're Geelong supporters. And I give them shit every fucking day, every time I see them, mate. And I've got this other bloke too, so you might have some company, mate. We'll see how we go. Yeah.
Fantastic.
There you go.
And they go to Geelong, Lucas. You don't.
I don't go to Geelong, no. I think my co-host might come on for that one. Kiri actually might. He said he'll come. I've spoken to him. He said he's open to it, but can you start early or something?
Next week, can I start early? Fuck.
What time did you start today?
8:45. I always do it 8:45. It's just I don't know, man. I've just settled on that time. It's comfortable for me. I can come home from work or whatever, have my dinner, and then fucking just prepare for it and do it. He's an early waker.
Yeah, he's a fucking he's a 9 to 5 days a week job guy. So it may when it goes past 9:30, it's just impossible. So
see how I go because
I'll talk to him. I'll say you can do 8:45 and you can be on for like half an hour or something.
The thing is, I got to Rocco. I think Rocco might want me to replace fucking Manny because Manny's going to Greece. The Manny on the jumper punch. So next Wednesday, if they do that Forever Rivals, they start at 7:30, and I'll just go. If I go on that, then I got to fucking quickly just leave them and start my one. And fuck, mate. Fuck me dead, this fucking podcast caper, man. Fucking taking over my fucking life, though.
Well, in that case, I might do a stream, and then I'll get if the Collingwood boys want to come on, like Void and that, they can give their opinions to Kiri, and that. So yeah, but he is keen to come on. He does want to come on, and he says, you're a good person. You've been on his show. And he wants to go on. So, but it's just that he's a 9 to 5.
That's all right.
So
that's all right. We'll have plenty of time to catch up. Like when you do your Monday thing, I can jump on and talk and whatever. No problems, man.
I'll do. I'm doing the late night streams now. So that's been a good success. So, fortunately, Mick, when you do a lot of shows, it takes up your broadcast, doesn't it? Because you're only allowed to have a certain amount of hours per month.
Depends what plan you're on, man.
I'm on the free one. Yeah.
Like I do the pay. My missus uses the StreamYard too she sells jewelry online, and she uses the StreamYard to like talk to people, other. So it's a tax write-off, so may as well. Lucas
so in terms of paying for the StreamYard, do you get more hours, or is there just no cap on it when you pay for it?
No, when you pay for it, I think there's no cap.
Yeah, there's no cap on it. No.
Okay.
And you get. I think you get extra features or some shit, but I got no idea what they are.
Yeah, you get video. You can put up custom videos, photos, and all that.
Yeah.
See, the main reason why I don't do it is I don't have a computer. I do it on phone. So there's no point in me paying for it because you also get 4K as well. And I don't have a need for it, so that's why I'm on the free one. But StreamYard's are good for the free one because you can I've got 2 accounts, so in case if I run out of hours on the first account, I'll hop onto the second account, and just go by there. So that's so I don't really need a paying one in future. Yeah, if I get like more people or if I get 1,000 subscribers or whatnot, I'll pay for it because I like hearing from you guys, like the people. I don't care about what I say. I'd rather hear like from the people in the comments what other people think. So that's why when I host my late streams, you drive the show. You talk about what you want to talk about. And all of
Collingwood.
It is Collingwood. Yeah, that's fine. No. That's fine. See, that's what that show's about. That is completely fine. And as long as you're staying up and talking about it, I'll keep the stream up. When people drop off, I'll end it. Even sometimes, Mick, I'll even fall asleep. So no, like that's why I made that show, because I want to hear what all you people want to say. And if it has to be a Collingwood show for 4 hours, then fucking who cares? So be it. But that I agree. Lucas is a 5 to 9 YouTuber. I am. Basically. But no, that's a good thing about it. I want to hear other opinions, not just my opinion. Because what's the point of that? What's the point of that?
Actually, just to add on, Lucas, make sure you keep Tuesday available, because if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you heard about that leak, we're going to be having some basketball talk.
Yeah, we'll be up for that one. Yeah. If
that's going to be
Sean?
Yeah, if it breaks on the 27th, which will be the 28th for us, yeah, that's going to be some fun times.
We might bring you a bit now. Now, Mick, are you doing anything on Monday?
Let me check my schedule, mate. I got my calendar.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, it can't be on Monday. It has to be Tuesday.
No, I get that. No, this is for a different thing. So my Kiri, Mr. NBN, cannot be there on Monday. He's going with a lady friend to the netball. Lucky bastard. So he won't be there for my Monday fun day.
He's going to the netball. He's going to the netball. Fuck me, man. How exciting is that, mate?
Fuck, mate.
Yeah, give it to him. I love it. I think he's got a lady friend down there. So he's left me high and dry. So I don't have a co-host on Monday. If you want to come on,
sorry.
I'm off by my.
I'm doing a night shift, man. Monday the 27th. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
sorry,
it's all good, mate.
Yeah.
It's all good. No, he's left me high and dry. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah,
I'm sure you'll have plenty of people to help you out, mate. I'm sure, mate.
Yeah, no, I spoke to Rocco. He said maybe I'll find someone for you. I thought, oh yeah, that'd be good, mate. So because they might actually have to host it, like as in host the account, because on my phone I can't do those things. So yeah. But anyway. But Sean, if that does break that news, the basketball news, before Monday, you're more than welcome to come on, mate. I'll put you on and we can just talk about that for an hour.
Is it at the off season in the NBA now?
Yeah, it is.
Correct.
Yeah, no, it's technically the summer league, so a whole bunch of it's not even preseason games. It's like imagine, because it's basically like all the G League players. So imagine basically like the VFL, but like if the VFL was your practice match games, basically. So like you see the guys that are looking to get a few extra minutes.
What's going to happen with? Have you been following Condon? What's going on there, mate?
Apparently he's going to make. So if he doesn't get drafted in the next one, he's coming over.
Okay. Now, what do you reckon? Is he going to get drafted? What's your view on that?
His numbers are actually like interesting enough to where it's a chance. Like he could get picked up by a team. So, because he's been playing for a Florida team, the Florida Gators, I think it is, because there's like a couple of them. I think Florida Gators is the team he's playing in, and not the last season that happened, but the one before. I think he was averaging like high teens, and he's a center. So centers aren't normally known for like getting points. So he's getting like 18 points a game or something, and getting some rebounds. And he was also, not only was he a center, but he's the type of guy that would even like show a bit of grunt. So he'd be really aggressive with his rebounds and stuff. Something, imagine if we had that as like, a key forward that can, take a big mark, and he's a center as well, so he'd be, I think he's 212, 213. I'm pretty sure he's bigger than Cox. Unless
Rick Inc is saying Condon will get drafted. He pulled out of this year's draft. What are you saying, Rick? He's going to get drafted in the NBA, or is he going to get drafted in the fucking AFL? NBA.
NBA.
So he will get drafted. Okay. And
I mean,
while you're there,
it's looking likely, because I mean, I've heard all the in this whole process, because I've been trying to watch it like a hawk at the moment, and he pulled out of this one. I think he pulled out of the one before. I think it was the first one he nominated though, because I think he just wanted to get in straight away, but because he was too raw at the time, he didn't get in. So, but no, next one, if he doesn't make it, he's coming straight to Collingwood. So. Because we've got him as like a exclusive signing, he'll there's no picks or anything like that. It's just a pure, he'll be that Category B rookie pick that we have exclusive access to, and no club can do anything about it.
Yeah.
That's if he's.
While you're there,
that's if he doesn't get drafted.
While you're there, Rick Inc., give us your tip and prediction for tomorrow night, mate. I haven't got yours yet. Yeah. This is
Have
for
we touched
Voidoid.
on the swaddling as well?
It's
Voidoid.
wait, it's
It's green screen.
Fuck that.
The green screen.
Fucking hell.
Mick, you turned green.
Nah, you're gone, Mick. You're invisible. We can't see it.
I could just see Camus' picture, so it is Camus.
Yeah, it's Albert Camus' biography. That's for Voidoid.
Oh,
You're a fan? Yeah.
I read the Stranger or the Outsider, whatever people want to call it. I read that in I think I read that when I was 15.
Yeah, me too in high school. Yeah. That was our. Look at
I went
that.
and became an existential weirdo.
How's that for a fucking tangent? Fucking a quick tangent conversation changer, mate. Straight onto fucking existentialism, mate.
I just loved how like he tried to show it, and the green screen was like, "Nah, fam, that shit ain't flying."
You know, Nick, the one that really influenced me, the basically that famous photo of him with the cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah, that's the one. That's on the cover. Yeah,
that's the one. I basically all my high school life I dressed like that.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, James Dean got me to take up smoking too. So
yeah.
Back then, I don't smoke anymore, but back for a long time. Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? Are we going to get Mitch Lewis? A lot of people. A lot of people are kind of like, cooling off on him. But 1.2 mil, fucking hell, man.
No, that's just what Matthew. That's just shit Matthew Lloyd said. He said he's worth that, but he won't get that.
Yeah,
not worth that.
And then there's Jesse Hogan.
Oh, please, man.
Jesse Hogan. Gee whiz, where did that come from?
We're into him. That's the rumor going around. We're into Jesse Hogan.
Jesse Hogan's done. He's cooked.
Yeah, but even with the Mitch Lewis about to re-sign, that's for one. It's only one person saying it, so take it with a grain of salt. But then again, because something else was, what was it? There was something else where it only had one source as well. So, Ben King only had one source as well.
But the problem is with that story is that Gunston's going to re-sign as well. Yeah. So they're going to have Lewis, Gunston, Cole, King, and Cal Shadir, and they've also got about one or two other key forwards in the VFL. I don't see how they can. Their list would be hugely imbalanced.
Someone has to get pushed out.
Yeah,
see, I think you guys should make a play for Chol.
I wouldn't be against it. Well, it kind of depends on what the cost is. Like, how old is Chol actually? Is he 30? Because he's been around a fair while.
Has been, yeah.
What about Cal Shadir?
We need a deep forward. Chol's not that. I don't think Chol can play out of the goal square.
Yeah, he'd be 30 in January, so he'd be a 30-year-old for next season.
Void? Who would you want, Void?
Of who's available, Jordan. Mitch Lewis. Mitch Lewis probably just he's the only available one I'd want. I wouldn't want Amati. I wouldn't want don't want Jesse Hogan. I think if you're going down the Jesse Hogan route, he's only going to last for a year or two at best.
Yeah. It's basically a Band-Aid fix to get someone else through free agency.
I want a 6 year. I want a player that's at least there for 6 years. If you're gonna,
you can.
Yeah.
I heard that guy Kemp from Carlton's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a gun. He destroyed us last time.
Won the game. Destroy what, a salary cap? Isn't he on big money?
He is. Yeah, he's on 800k.
Yeah, so there you go. That's the only thing he can destroy is a salary cap.
See, Hogan, the issue with him, GWS, they want to keep Hogan, but they're lowballing him, and he wants quite a bit of money to stay there. Otherwise, he'll leave. I don't know how much money he's asking for from them.
Well, what's he on now?
Yeah. Well, they had him on a pretty his initial contract was quite low because he was sort of a delisted rookie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
How's he going this year, Hogan?
He hasn't. He's injured. He's been injured all year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He can't get
He's
on
only
the
played
park.
8 games. He's only
He hasn't even played half the season.
Yeah.
Well, if you need a long-term player, why didn't you just take Shannon Neal off our hands?
I would do that in a heartbeat. Like, I wouldn't even hesitate.
Is he that shit, Lucas?
Mate,
I thought he was all right.
He got outbodied by Silvani last week.
Yeah.
But didn't all the players not play well against Carlton though? Wasn't that a team thing rather than a Neil thing?
No, against St Kilda. Silvani plays for St Kilda.
No, but I'm saying in terms of the Geelong St Kilda game, it wasn't a poor performance by everyone in general, not just.
Yeah. Well, no, Polkinghorne played bloody good. Polkinghorne played fucking great. I want next year. I want Neil gone. I want Polkinghorne and Polkinghorne could stink next game. He could stink against Melbourne. But from what I saw, I want Polkinghorne and Cameron to play full forward and centre half forward for the fucking since they're there until they're there until Cameron's gone. So if you want Neil has a body that should be contesting, but he's a running gun player. He likes leading into space. So if you don't kick it to him, he's obsolete. He does some nice things in ruck, but he's not a contested mark, and that's not good enough because he's a big boy. Like he's got the body to do it, but he doesn't use it. He just doesn't use it. That's his problem. And I've seen enough on. Yeah, I've seen enough on Polkinghorne in one game. Well, not just one game, but VFL and whatnot. So if you want to take Neil, you're more than welcome to. I won't be against that.
Yeah, right.
You could twist. I was just what Matt was saying. You could probably twist my arm on Hogan, like if push comes to shove. Like I said the same. I said exactly what I'm saying now about Lewis about last 8-9 weeks. So I've changed my mind on him.
Well, to me, it was because I watched the Richmond game, and I'm not just saying because he kicked 5 against Richmond, but it was just the running patterns he had. It's just he was just doing things from a forward that we just don't have. Because I think Buller is probably his comparison in terms of if we had to pick a Collingwood player in terms of the role that he has. But I think he does it better than what Buller does, and he's also got that grunt. Like he's even got that Tom Lynch type aggression as well. Not saying he's like Tom Lynch in terms of his prime and talent and all that stuff. But that's the thing. If we can get if we get someone in between a Buller and a Lynch, I think we're doing all right.
Well, would you take Tom Lynch for 1 year?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Unless, which I don't think Lynch would be that type. I think Lynch would actually want some money. Yeah, I feel like Lynch would want some money, but God, I wouldn't want to be paying him more than 400. I reckon because he's just as cooked as any other.
I don't like him anymore, Tom Lynch.
Nah, he's cooked. He's so.
I saw those 2 games against Carlton.
Fuck.
Yeah. But let's say we get Hogan and Lockie Deal. Fuck, mate. Our age profile just fucking skyrockets, mate.
I wouldn't be too mad if he became like our forwards coach. But then again, I don't know how much of a leader he is as well. So that's something I'd have to like follow up with. But yeah, because I mean Lynch is a really good player, but a really good player doesn't make you a good coach as well. So
milkshakes, man, come on, man. I want Butters, man. Don't say that. Fuck, Butters isn't coming. Put it in the vault, he says as well.
We passed Jake Stringer the first time round before he went to the Giants.
Jake Stringer's also looking for a new home. Yeah,
Giants trying to get rid of Stringer and Hogan.
Like, imagine Stringer with us. Fuck me.
Oh my
God. I mean, I tried to convince myself of Stringer when he left Essendon, but I mean, nah, that's a culture killer right there, if ever I've seen one.
At the end of the day,
hey, Lucas, would you want Stringer, Geelong?
Fuck no. I wouldn't trade him for I wouldn't trade him for Dangerfield, and that's bloody saying a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably take Dangerfield too.
It's because we could sort of like Buller. The funny thing with Buller is he doesn't even really need to do that much for us. We really just want even just 1 or 2 goals, right? If he just brought the ball to ground and did that, he'd actually just be doing enough. Where you don't really need some sort of expensive forward. Just too bad he doesn't have those elements of his game at AFL level.
He doesn't miss in the VFL, Buller. He's a dead-eye dick, man. That's what kills me, man. Straight away in the AFL, it's like, fuck, mate, he shanks him. It's like, come on, dude. What's the difference here? All right, it's the crowd, obviously. Yeah, it's in his head. But Matt's saying we have a kicking coach now. Who's our kicking coach?
Oh, he's an NFL. Yeah,
right.
Last week or two, they're working with a kicking coach. I forget. I messaged it to Matt.
Yeah,
I saw it come up. I think he's an NFL coach, ex-NFL, but he's works with the football teams here. Our kicking was improved last week, so hopefully it helps.
Yeah.
See you in the next month.
Voidoid, what would you do if Ed goes? Fuck. Oh no.
No, I'd be pretty upset because we're only just seeing the beginning, I think, of him. You know, he's doing his run with roles at the moment, but I think he'll branch out. And I think he wants to stay. He said he wants to stay.
Yeah,
he loves the people. So
he just wants a good deal, and he might his manager might be asking for overs, and that's the scary thing. Yeah, he might be asking for too much. That's what I'm scared of. You know, because he went into the media. Yeah, he said, you know, through his management or something. I'm always texting my manager, trying to work things out. It sounds like he might be asking for probably a tad more than, you know, he's we'll have to probably pay overs to keep him, I reckon.
I think the issue is Leper's a bit of a hard ass when it comes to the contracts.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a hard line, doesn't like to offer too much or too many years.
Yeah.
I think the new regime is completely flipped on what we used to do in the old days where we would just give people whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
So he drives a hard bug, and it just wouldn't surprise me if it's something like that holding it up.
Yeah.
Can you get a kicking coach to help Brody Spud Kemp? Thanks for joining us, only Carlton, but we couldn't give a fuck about your team, mate. We want to see you. We want to see you fucking in mediocrity for perpetuity, mate.
Mixed arrow, bang.
I would just love if that was like the first comment he gets a response from, and like that's what he cops.
No. Well, thanks for joining us, Andy Carlton. But mate, I'm speaking my mind here, mate.
He's never coming back now. He's never coming back.
I'm sure he's a good bloke.
He said after this, I'm done.
Hey, you might need to check your sub count to see if there's one less on there.
Did you guys talk about the Swaddling being dropped? What were your thoughts on that?
What, Swaddling being dropped?
Yeah. Sean lost his shit.
Oh, like I can understand how it's I can understand how it can be a bit of a first world problem, but like, fuck's sake, like it really just annoys me. Like, and again, it's also the messaging, because like the fact that they had the video of how, oh look guys, we have meetings, how we speak to the how we speak to the media, and we do so much research, and we put so much effort into what we say, and then we're fucking dropping people like Swaddling and saying he's dropped. You know, like, because to me, like, if all you had to do was just change it from being omitted to then, because if he was had mentioned stuff, and then, you know, say Fly comes out and he goes, hey, Swaddling's been, you know, really, like, he's been struggling for the last, say, 2 weeks, and, you know, at least they're giving us something where, to me, it's omitted. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I'd imagine Fly probably hasn't mentioned why he was dropped and stuff. It's just, to me, especially when they're so happy to be like, hey, this is how the club runs internally and stuff. Okay, then there's no excuses. You know, why are you saying omitted? Because omitted is, okay, you're playing VFL because you're just not good enough. At least say managed and go, okay, he's being managed, but at least he's going to go to the VFL. And, you know, it's the terminology, and it's the, you know, it's not what was said. It was probably more how it was said, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And because, and again, if it was just in isolation, we go, okay, cool. It's a mistake. It was probably not said in the right way. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's in isolation. We can just sort of treat it as it is, an isolated, you know, moment that wasn't great. But we've had this like all season. It feels like, yes, we have had a good few weeks and stuff, and maybe it has to do with us winning and stuff. But I don't know, if we lose this week, it's just we just go back to the whole pylon again, and I just don't want to fucking be in that mindset.
Do you think it's who said the comment? It's just above. I'll just scroll up. Des and Stranger Mouse. Do you think that maybe he is a bit sore? It's not a proper omission, like in terms of form, but they want him to get more minutes in the VFL. So they can't say managed because that would mean he's not eligible to play VFL. Do you reckon it's something like that where they want him?
But that's the thing though. Come out and not explain it. Like what's the harm in just being like, and even say managed, but then say because I feel like supporters are not. I don't know. Maybe we can have some supporters that are not blessed in the IQ department, but you know, we're smart enough to understand. Okay, he's being managed, but he's also playing VFL, because it's the way that we have, you know, it's sort of the way that we're just going about it, like on paper. And again, especially as well, if you're going to flaunt how it's like, oh, we have all these meetings about how we talk to our members or how we talk to the media and stuff, but then it's just, I don't know, it's just such a basic error, and it's like, if you're gonna clap yourselves on the back or pat yourselves on the back for being so thoughtful and careful in the way you say things, and then you just say something as reckless and careless as this, then yeah, I believe it deserves criticism. You know, and again, it's like, why and it's also, I guess, having that structure in for like what is actually being said too, because like to me, if I'm hearing admitted, that's telling me as a supporter that player wasn't good enough, so he needs to go back to the VFL and he needs to start developing some more so he can get back on the side. Where managed, we can be like, hey, he's being managed because the minutes aren't up to standard or whatever, blah blah. You know, it's sort of a bit of both, like, because at least with the manage, you can at least market that as, yes, he's playing VFL, but he's not playing VFL because he's shit. He's playing there because he's. It's like telling us he's obviously not injured, but I'm sure you guys know exactly what I mean. Where it's like he's not injured, he's just sore. So it's like he's going back, and then also to increase the minutes as well. It's just, I don't know, a bit. I feel like it could. The solution is just being just showing just more communication. Yeah, well, in terms of the soreness, like with Rick's comment as well too, but again, like these guys, they have the meetings.
Theo is accusing you of overanalyzing, Sean.
Oh, I've never done that in my life. What are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. That's just fake news.
Hey, Theo said Charlie West is a fucking spud earlier this year. So there you go.
My issue is not necessarily that they've left him out. My issue is that they needed to take Sidey out for Howe and then bring in, if they were going to leave Swadling out for a week, then bring in Hayes or someone like that for him. My issue is more like that it was just a straight swap for Howe, which leaves the two old guys in. It would have made more sense to me if they had brought in someone else from the VFL for Swadling.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, at least it's getting some backlash on social media. At least it's going to make the club think a little bit next time. Yeah, I just don't agree with the approach they had. They could have been better. They were arrogant enough to tell us, how much they put time and effort into what they do and how thoughtful everything in terms of how much thought that they put into everything they do. And when it comes across as something as careless as what they did tonight, then they need to be better, in my opinion.
Hey, Sean, do you think he plays next week?
I mean, if he's being admitted, maybe not. Again, that's the messaging that you're giving, is that it's admitted, so it's not like because again, with Long, when he was out of the side, he wasn't admitted, he was managed, and then the second when he was managed, he came straight back in. So, I mean, even if you look at it from a okay, he's been admitted. Yeah, I mean, does that mean we're going to get Swadling in the VFL for the next month? Like, what's that going to do?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on Sidebottom and Pendles, which was why I went with my prediction of them having good games. Pendles also always has a good game against the Crows, and Sidey probably has one every so often against the Crows as well. So, and Nick always gets off the chain too.
Rick Ink says, I think they would just rather have mature bodies against Adelaide, as they are a physical side.
That was one. Yeah, that was one reason I was going to probably bring up in terms of if you were going to. Yeah, because they're a very contested side. A lot of inside mids. Because outside of really Rankin, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna talk out of turn here, but I feel like they don't have many pace on the outside. Because it feels like whenever ranking goes in the middle, they just look so much more quicker. But it's
Yeah.
not necessarily because ranking's so quick; it's because Adelaide are just so slow.
No,
Yeah.
they're a
Like-
quick side, Sean. They're a pretty quick side this year.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who's come in to make them quicker?
Barry. Barry's quicker than you think. Like he's an
Really?
inside mid. Yeah, but he's got good pace. Barry. He can explode. He can explode from the clearance easily.
Yeah, they basically ran Sydney off their feet last week.
Yeah, they destroyed him in that fourth quarter in the clearance. Barry was one of the big. Like Dawson had a poor game last week. He didn't do much, but Barry was very good, very
That's
good.
why I'm worried about Sidey and Pendles together. That's my main concerns. Adelaide's very blistering side.
They still need a class midfielder. I think for Adelaide to do damage in finals, they need a midfielder. They need another midfielder, but they have improved in that department this year.
I still have a feeling. I still flash back to the Gold Coast game when Pendles, didn't get up after travelling, and I still feel like the door's ajar for something like that to happen tomorrow.
Yeah. I reckon there could be up to 2 late changes tomorrow. I reckon, and we'll probably even see. I reckon they'll go Rowan Steele before Swadling, but if there's another one, then Swadling comes in because you can't put Buller in. He's the other emergency. If another mid goes down, they're not going to bring Buller in.
They all travelled because there's no carryover this week because the VFL plays the next day
on Friday. Yeah. A bit of a change of subject, guys. Milkshakes is talking up Ben Richardson, under 16s, Mark Richardson's son.
Yep.
He also mentioned Nick Maxwell's son, Archie Maxwell.
Yeah, Archie.
What a great name. You just know he's going to be a gun. Archie Maxwell. He's playing as a forward as opposed to his old man, who was a defender. Plus, you got the Rocker cousins, mate. It sounds great, doesn't it? Yeah. From now, it just sounds fantastic.
Too bad we can't. We'd have to use an honest to goodness pick on Gayfer this year because they're tipping it to go as a first round draft pick.
Fuck it, hell. Oh man, I'd love to see that. I loved Mickey Gayfer, mate. The human blanket. Yes, Des Carter. All emergencies will travel because they're all going because the VFL's playing on Friday. Yeah.
I don't know what Michael Christian's kids like. Does anyone else know?
Max Christian. Sean
Max
knows.
Christian, no, he won't. I don't think he'll make it. I mean, he's barely playing for Oakley at the moment, so there's your answer. I'd be shocked if he's played more than 6 games.
Question for Sean or Milkshakes. How big are the Rocker boys?
In terms of the kids. So I know I can't remember which one it is. I think Max is Anthony's kid. He's I want to say he was the forward ruck, and then Sav's kid, which is Marcus. I think he was a key defender. I think from memory. It's been a while since I've read up on that information and stuff, but but no, they haven't heard anything bad yet, so can only hope that they come good.
According to Milkshakes, Archie is a footy nuffy. Makes his mum drive him to the game 2 hours early to go through his routine. There you go.
I feel like that would also be driven by Nick as well too, because like Nick seems like that type where it's like, mate, you better cross the T's and dot the I's. Is that
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I say that saying, and I always do I always flip them around. You dot the T's and you cross the I's.
Hey, gents, I'm going to shut it down because
Yep.
I got to front up to work early tomorrow morning. Matt's asked me to ask you, Sean. He can start a stream if you're willing to look after it. What's your situation, mate?
I'm pretty indifferent at the moment. I'm not really fussed. Might go for maybe another hour or two. So yeah.
Yep.
Why not?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Matt? Sean's keen, so if you want to get it up, I'll keep going. There you go. Look how fast he's done it. He's got it up. There you go. Beautiful.
Milkshakes, can you tell me how tall Archie is? Because I believe you didn't say how tall. Because you mentioned Ben. Because I know Ben's around that. Yeah. What? Yeah, he's around that. Yeah, high 180s. Yeah, but then it's always hard to know though, especially when they're like 15, 16. Like, I want to say there was a kid that was drafted. Was there a kid that was drafted? It was either the last draft or the draft before, and like he grew something like 30. Oh, was it the dude that went to Essendon? Sullivan Roby. He was like apparently he shot up like 20 to 25 centimeters within like 18 months or something.
Yeah. Can I just ask?
Yeah.
How much harder is it to get father sons now? How much harder are they making it to get them? You got to give up more now. Yeah.
It's a fair effort now. Because I think you can only use two draft picks now. You can't use the amount of list spots.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I'll screw St Kilda with that because fuck them.
I think you can
Kilda keep having daughters.
I think you can still get the late.
No, it's because of their president. Their president's I'm going to refrain from what I'm about to say.
I think it mainly affects it if they're in the first round. I think if they're still like third round picks or something, I'm not sure if it's the same issue, but that I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's so in terms of the points, so obviously it's harder. So if they go up further, it's like harder than it was before. But then if they go lower in the draft, say like pick 50, or it's like far easier or something. I think that's how they've worked it out. Like they've, I don't know. I'm sure there's a word for it. So yeah, in terms of like anyone inside, say the top 30, they've made it harder, but anyone below that, they've made it easier. If that makes any sense.
See, Sean, that Jerian, he's a decent chance to be let go at the end of the year by Essendon.
Fucking pick him up. That kid. He was my favorite player in.
What's his name? What's his name?
Kale Jerian. Yeah, he's a Perth kid.
200
from Western
centimeters.
Australia. Yeah, Pacey, Tom Hawkins all over.
Theo's asking, what is Tom McGuan doing? Theo, Tom McGuan has materialised. He's materialised into a spud.
Yeah.
Could be a late developer, but as of now, struggling to get a game for Footscray reserves. Am I wrong in that? That's pretty much it.
Footscray rings a bell. I'll still stand on business. I still feel like he's going to have a
Could be a
similar
late
path
developer
to Josh Dacos.
Yeah.
But again, because he's also not in the AFL system, I wonder where like the motivation, in terms of his motivation levels, where that will be, because that'll be a determining factor. Because we know when Josh sort of what's the saying? Like when the penny dropped for him, that's when he like kicked into overdrive.
Yeah.
So obviously McGuan needs that sort of like, that sort of moment for him. So if he can get that and he can lock in, I reckon he can be a player. It's just because there was an article that came out, I want to say maybe just after the draft, where his dad basically confirmed that he didn't even touch a gym. Like he didn't use any weights till about, was that 6 months before his draft, or like 12 months before his draft? So before they didn't even touch a single weight. Which kids are doing it like, I want to say kids are doing it when they're like 15 or something, 15, 16. So the fact that he was a small frame as it was, and he didn't. I'm sure he went to a gym through cardio and stuff, of course, but apparently he didn't touch a weight till about 6 months before his draft.
Yeah. All right, gents. I'm going to nip it in the bud. I got an early one tomorrow. Matt has got his stream up. Sean's going to take over there. People in the chat, you want to continue dissecting Collingwood matters? Hop on to the Warble, and the link is in the chat there. Jump on, and I will catch us in the post game after Pies Woody finishes his fan cams. I'll jump on, and we'll go into the early hours. As for the watch along on Friday, I'm working. I can't do it, so if Warble might do that, see what happens. Thanks everyone. It's been a fantastic stream tonight. With thank you Dylan for joining us. Pleasant surprise, that one. I was very happy with that. I had no idea what it was going to be like. It's turned into a class act.
He was absolutely awesome.
Yeah. And I'll text him to see if he can join us in the after show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, people on the panel. Thanks, Voidoid, Lucas and Chris and Sean and Age from earlier. Thank you, guys. Jump onto the Warble. The stream's
Thanks,
up.
mate. Appreciate it, mate.
No worries, guys. Catch us later. Colour Pies.
Good. Go Pies.
Pies.
Catch us later. See ya.